Have you guys been here for 5 hours?
Have we? Yes.
Longer. What?
It's the Movie ReBrew podcast. Come inside, it's fun inside. It's the Movie ReBrew podcast. Come inside, it's fun inside. We got cats, Evan, Liam, and me. Simon and Garfunkel sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. That spells you and me, baby. We got cats, Evan, Liam, and me. A dusty old fan and a sycamore tree. We're singing and dancing and we're having such fun. I hope this podcast will never be done. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours long. We're at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours long. We're at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours long. It's a great damn podcast. We're having a good time. We're singing the song. Singing the song, we're dancing along, and it's a sweaty and balmy. Dancing along, and we're singing our song, and won't you join me for one more round of this? We got the CALLINSHOW. It's a call-in show. You gotta call right in, and you give us your money. Oh, Movie ReBrew podcast. Come inside, it's fun inside. We got the Movie ReBrew podcast. Come inside, it's fun inside.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Movie ReBrew podcast. My name is Liam Garven, joined here by Antonio Zodda, as well as 3 rogue cats. Mike Jennison and Keegan Holland are right now in Europe doing... What are they doing?
Whatever it is that college graduates do after college.
So I said that's like not a cliche thing, but don't a lot of people go to Europe like after they graduate? Isn't that like a thing?
Yeah, because it's fun.
Okay. Right? I wasn't saying it like in a condemning them way, but I said something like that, and everyone's like, "No, what are you talking about?" But I thought,
it was. I think it was more of a thing in our parents' generation than it is now because we're poor.
Oh, what?
But yeah, sorry.
Oh, Jesus. I had to find out like this.
But no, yeah, it's a very common thing.
Huh.
And they're gonna go for a month. That's old school, backpacking around.
Are they in Italy right now?
I don't know.
You don't care?
I don't give a shit. We're gonna try and check in with them later.
Yeah.
Try and place a phone call to Keegan or Mike.
So Antonio, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm just dandy. I'm coming off of that royal wedding high right now.
Did you sleep? You probably slept, right?
I slept from about 8 until I got here.
And then you slept before the wedding.
Oh yeah,
I
got 2 hours of sleep and then another 3 hours of sleep. And a big cup of coffee, so I am ready to go.
How much were the drinks at 3s?
They were... we just bought a bottle of champagne for $10.
For anyone that isn't aware, but of course you're aware... The royal wedding was today, and 3's, a bar at Ohio State, was opened at 5 a.m. And Antonio, did you get a shirt?
Nope, I didn't get the lousy t-shirt.
Wow.
I was not in line early enough.
Were you there for 2 hours?
2.5. I want to say, I don't...
Did you see the whole wedding?
No, we left as soon as the wedding began.
What the hell was going on that whole time then? What did they do?
They showed pictures of Elton John... and Bono and one of the James Bonds probably waving at... No, I don't know. David Beckham. Not one of the James Bonds. The other famous British guy.
The other... Oh. Yeah. I don't know who you're talking about. the other...
David
Daniel Radcliffe.
David Beckham, the soccer player, and Elton John and James Corden.
James Corden? Fuck James Corden. Why does he get to be
We don't like James Corden. The Venus Williams...
Serena.
Yeah.
I think it was Serena.
Yeah.
Because she's friends with Meghan Mullally or whoever.
Angela Merkel.
That was funny. That was funny to me. And, yeah, so we are reviewing today Woodchuck Hard Amber Cider. It was in my fridge, and that's why we're reviewing it. And it's actually really good.
This is the first beer I've ever seen with a nutrition facts label on it.
Really?
Isn't that weird?
I feel like some beers... I feel like if it's a beer's thing that it's low calories, they'll have it on it. I feel like a Michelob Ultra that says 96
Yeah,
calories.
But this is a full...
yeah, it's
I know
which
saying. I've never seen on alcohol before. There's 200 calories in this beer. It's a big fatty.
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious, though.
It's definitely
really like it.
Yeah. It is really good, though. It's It's not too sweet.
That's probably annoying.
To the mic?
To the mic, yeah.
To the Mike Jennison. Let's call it, this mic is now Mike Jennison.
I don't know why they didn't come up with that before.
I know.
Too easy?
No.
That's what we're
not
here
easy
for.
enough. Those dumbasses. So we don't really have a specific thing. We're kind of just, this will be just a tour de force of me and Antonio's personal tastes and lives.
Good French.
Thank you. The royal wedding was today. In France, they call it a royale wedding with cheese. I stole that joke.
I know, I was laughing as if you didn't.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna go back and forth, ask each other questions, almost like a conversation, so to say.
I'm familiar.
I'm not.
The cats might be a little distracting.
Oh yeah, so in our room right now that we are in, there are 3 cats. My roommate, who will remain nameless, his parents are out of town, and we have 3 young kittens that are all siblings, I believe. They look very different, but I believe they're all siblings.
They all look like small cats that are relatively the same color.
Look how much darker he is, though.
Maybe they have different dads, but they didn't know.
Whoa. Because that's what this podcast is. Finding out the cats. Who is the cat daddy?
Who is the cat's real father? It's like the Mamma Mia of cats. I think that's what Mamma Mia is about.
I've never seen Mamma Mia.
No. I know the songs. I like the ABBA songs. I don't know how they play into the story. I feel like
they don't sing them. Do they? Wait.
Yeah, they sing them. Like they sing them in the movie.
In the movie, they sing the songs.
And the play. I guess it was a play first. Yeah.
I thought that was just like the soundtrack. I didn't realize.
No, it's a musical. They sing them.
This is more than I'm ever gonna want to know about Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia 2 is coming out.
Yeah.
Which is a sequel based on a movie based on a play which had no sequel, a la Grease 2. The movie.
I guess. Have you ever seen Grease 2?
No. I've never seen Grease.
You never seen Grease 1? I actually really like Grease.
Really?
You know what? Actually, I don't. I like the songs, certain songs from Grease, but like because I don't care enough about the movie itself, and I can just watch the clips on YouTube. Like I'm not gonna watch all of Grease just so I can hear Summer Nights.
Yeah. I like the songs.
They are good songs.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to the news. Are we just not
there is no news. Absolutely nothing happened in the world of movies.
There was no... What was I going to say? Am I going to be able to edit in the thing that Keegan has? I don't want to have to...
Yeah, he's going to... Well, we can just say it.
Hi,
Good morning, I'm Evan Baxter.
And I'm... Fuck, I couldn't remember.
Ron...
Someone... No, it's someone else.
Good evening. Good morning. Good evening and good night. The news.
Okay, so Antonio, start us off.
I don't have anything. You start us off.
Ah, shit. There was a trailer released today for the film that we were just talking about, The Happy Time Murders.
It came out yesterday.
It
came out yesterday.
Whatever.
Yeah. It looks really funny.
It is really funny.
It's the Henson Muppet people doing an adult buddy cop comedy with Melissa McCarthy, and it looks really funny.
But upon thinking about it, it just looks like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Mm-hmm. It's the exact same. Wasn't that what was happening? Like Toons were getting killed, and it's the same thing in this.
Yeah,
but
it's
just
probably
like more
going to
adult.
be much worse and more adult. Yeah.
Yeah. Who Framed Roger Rabbit's a good fucking movie.
It is a really good movie.
The animation is crazy in that.
And that Jessica Rabbit.
Ooh.
Tell
I'm
you
more of a
what.
fan of
Roger.
Bob Hoskins.
Daffy Duck looks good in that movie.
Bob Hoskins he was on a roll back then. He was in the Mario Brothers movie. He was in that. And those are the only 2 movies by Bob Hoskins.
So he was a pioneer of mixed live action animation movies. What an incredible career for what an incredible man. Did you pause it?
No.
No.
I'm just looking.
Yeah. We can edit this out.
No.
The silence. Okay. I don't want anyone to get bored.
Let's see. Rashida Jones says that their Toy Story 4 departure was complicated. Cites Pixar's bad track record of women directors. Do you know this?
Yeah.
Rashida Jones
I've heard about
left
this.
Toy Story 4
because
said it was complicated.
Pixar's bad track record.
It was one woman directing one film in 25 years, and she was fired.
Who do we know off the top of our heads which one that was?
Well, she was fired, so...
No, what? Oh, the director?
Yes.
What
She was Brenda Chapman was the driving force behind Brave for several years, but she was removed from the project over differences and replaced by Mark Andrews.
Never a good thing when a director leaves a film halfway through.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out. Solo's in 2 weeks.
Brave wasn't that good. I've never seen it, but I'm going to have.
I think Brave is like the only. I mean, I haven't seen Cars 2 or 3
because those aren't.
I don't know who gives a fuck.
Things.
I think Brave is the only one I haven't seen.
Yeah, I think so too. Besides the Cars sequels.
Yeah.
I even saw Monsters U.
I haven't seen Monsters U.
You don't need to.
We were arguing at work whether or not. Have you seen Moana?
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, people were saying that Moana was better than Coco. They said they were out of their fucking minds.
I haven't seen Moana yet. I have seen Coco,
and it was so good.
Incredible.
Yeah, Moana is, for as good as Moana is, it's very, I mean, Coco falls into the same thing, but it's very just like, hey, I'm Moana, I want to do this one thing, this is my thing, and then the dad's like, no, you can't go over there, and then she's like, I'm going to do it anyway, and I saved the tribe. It's Mulan,
but that's
Mermaid.
Joseph Campbell, that's the monarch,
right.
That's everything. It's Gilgamesh and Luke Skywalker, you know?
No.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's the same story. It's because it's a good story.
But it's become more, whatever.
There's
more Disney elements to it.
Which movie had the better songs?
Ooh, I don't know. I feel like if you're just gonna listen to a song, like I think Moana, like if you just listen to it, that's on its own. But if like in the terms of the film, I think that Coco songs were way more. The
soundtrack
emotional.
is incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not even just emotional, but they were fun.
Yeah.
Like Remember Me is a beautiful song.
Yeah.
But just
there was
part of the fun of the movie was the mariachi and the Spanish guitar.
Yeah.
I loved that.
When Miguel and his grandfather, spoiler alert, or great grandfather, and they sing Un Poco Loco. Yeah. That's a really good song.
Is that a song from the real world?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Because it's like a bunch of Spanish mixed in with English.
Yeah.
And so I feel like songs probably aren't written like
Spanglish, as we used to say.
What a movie.
I remember that movie. Pouring myself a glass of vino.
Antonio is also drinking wine right now.
Yeah, because we're gonna rewind
our lives.
I'm drinking a Nero d'Avola from the island of Sicily, the land of my forefather.
I think that I'm Sicilian too.
Really? Did you do your Ancestry.com dingus?
No, I just think that I'm pretty sure my grandfather. That was a weird way to say it. I'm pretty sure either my mom's dad or mom is Sicilian.
I've shown you, or I've compared you to many pictures of famous Italians, and you look like one. Do you remember that picture of Silvio Berlusconi that you look exactly like?
Yeah.
Yeah. You are definitely Italian. We'll tweet that out with the podcast here.
Silvio Berlusconi.
Silvio
Silvio
Berlusconi. He was the prime minister of Italy several times. He's like their Putin, kind of, and he's probably going to be again.
Is he like young?
Or like no,
when he was young?
He's old and disgusting.
When did I look like him?
When you had your really short hair.
We could probably find it.
We'll find it. Yeah. I'll tweet it out with this.
How did we get to this?
We started with news.
Oh yeah.
And
we went from Toy Story to Coco.
Didn't you have another piece of news about?
Oh yeah, the 13 reasons why big premiere was pushed back because the school shooting that just occurred, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Literally what happened in an episode of BoJack Horseman.
That is wow.
Yeah.
That's right. So I guess it's gonna have to be pushed back for another decade.
Yeah.
Because
we're
not getting any better here.
If I don't understand, I get just don't make that show.
Yeah.
If it's inappropriate right now, it's probably gonna be inappropriate in general in a month. It's
I think. I don't know what the context of the shooting in the film is, but I believe that the idea is supposed to be, it's supposed to be politically relevant and send a message. I don't think Gambino would have canceled or have pushed back his This Is America video if it happened, if it was supposed to be released the day after a school shooting.
Yeah.
I think that just makes it more poignant.
Yes, okay. Yeah, so then there must not... It must not be a political statement then. It must be someone must have looked at me this is in bad taste.
Oh.
In general, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe it's not. I mean,
I don't know. I think it's people looking not. I don't know.
Maybe they probably don't even phrase it like that. They probably just said they just canceled it out of respect. They're like, oh, it wasn't because there was a school shooting. We just didn't want to intertwine. But it definitely was because of that.
I'm sure it was. Did they say when it's going to get pushed back to?
I don't know. I think they just said canceled. Let's see.
That's a lot of money.
We also saw Tyler, a bullied high schooler, collecting an arsenal of weapons in his room. Following these events, the storyline for Season 2 focuses in part on a thwarted school shooting. So it doesn't really happen, I guess.
Right, but it uses...
Yeah.
Well, that's the news, folks. Movie ReBrew gets political.
But that happened a lot. But not from any... Like, after 9/11, that happened a lot. Like all of Lilo and Stitch had to be edited because there was, like... They used, like, jumps. So
did it originally take place on Manhattan?
No, but originally they were flying like a commercial airliner.
Yeah.
Instead of like the bad aliens, like really funky cartoony plane, and they were like they hijacked like a commercial airliner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so like the entire like last third of Lilo and Stitch
Yeah.
had to be completely re-edited because it came out like I think in 2001. I think maybe late 2001.
But you know what?
But that's not something.
But if we were having a 9/11 every week since 2001, then it would probably be okay to send a poignant political message on a television show.
That's all about poignant messages, right? I mean,
poignant.
It's pronounced pognate.
It doesn't sound like a real word anymore. I've used it twice today. That will be enough for the month. And that's the news.
That is... We're probably missing something big. Dun 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 dun. Fill in space.
We're in the middle of...
Stan Lee is suing Marvel.
I saw that. No, he's not. He's suing POW. POW Entertainment.
Do they own... Are they related?
I think they are strictly the comic book publishers. He claims that he was tricked into basically signing away his likeness and all sorts of other aspects of his creative endeavors to a shady business partner who allegedly...
A company in China?
Really?
It says, conspired and agreed to broker a sham deal to sell POW to a company in China and fraudulently steal Stan Lee's name, identity, and image. Huh.
He claims that because of his... acute eye disease, he was tricked into signing papers that he couldn't read exactly.
Really?
Yeah, and all of this was stated in the contract earlier this year, or maybe last year, and he was completely unaware of what the repercussions would be. So he's suing them for, I think, $1 billion.
It says $1 billion, yeah.
Yeah.
He is so fucking old.
He's 94 years old.
He's 95 years old.
He's 95 years old.
That's too old.
He's almost 96. That's crazy.
I tried to find the company, and I just found Prisoners of War.
You have to add the entertainment part.
Entertaining Prisoners of War. Oh my god.
How to entertain prisoners. It's like that old Twilight Zone episode.
Okay. Yeah, it's an American media production company formed in 2001. That's really recent.
Fascinating.
Yeah, interesting. Not interesting.
Yeah.
I guess bad.
Not good.
Okay, so...
For him.
Yeah.
Unless he's a liar.
Stan Lee?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, how...
That's for the courts to decide.
How with it is Stan Lee? How...
He seems
He
fairly
receives,
cognizant.
like, elder care. That might just be
No,
physically...
well, he's claimed elder abuse. Mm-hmm. He's claimed all sorts of horrible treatment
against this
by
former
people.
Business manager.
Yeah, because he has so much money and people are taking advantage of him at all ends, it seems.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah. And, like, but how long do lawsuits take?
Probably till the end of his life.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what...
But it's still, like, I mean, if I was about to die and someone wanted to take my billion, I wouldn't want them to have it. I would want my children... Well, my kids would probably be dead if I was 95. But, I'd want my family to have my billion. That's my billion, damn it. I made that billion.
But he's worth... I wonder what is his net worth?
Probably over $1 billion.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. Look what he created.
Where? Look at these cats. His net worth is $50 million.
Well, maybe his companies are worth.
You would think he would make more than $50 million for just his appearances in like 25 different Marvel movies.
I don't know what the contract would be like that. We've been speculating for the last 10 minutes on all of this.
About
I don't know anything.
Stan Lee isn't as wealthy as some may think, but he's doing fine. Okay, there we go. He's fine. Don't worry about it.
Like me.
All right, so before we get into not the news, I don't know what else there is. Let's just do one last quick review of the beer. You can talk about your wine if you want. Talk about your wine. Is it oaky?
I don't know because it's in Italian, so I don't know what they want me to tell you.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like a delicious red wine from the hills of Sicily.
Now, would you say that red wine makes you feel so fine?
Makes me feel so happy all of the time?
Yes. Would you go that far?
Liam, I believe I would.
Oh, boy. Breaking new ground here.
I don't know what the bouquet is. It's just a really delicious wine. And I like it.
I really don't like it. I don't like
red wine in general.
I just don't like wine.
Do you want to try it?
I'll try
this. This is delicious.
I don't know what it is.
You get that smell. Really? Does it make you have bad memories of church?
No, maybe. But we had white wine at church.
What kind of church did you go to?
A church where our alcoholic priest liked white wine. I'm gonna have to take that out because that's a really real thing.
Do you think your alcoholic priest is gonna see this?
He does everything he listens to everything I do.
I think you may have a priest problem. And you have to wipe it off like the old days.
The blood of Stanley.
Excelsior.
The smell is worse than the taste. The taste isn't bad. It's kind of benign.
See, I think the smell is better than the taste because I enjoy it. I'm more of a wine glass half full kind of guy.
It's just too strong. It's just like, I don't know.
Do you like whiskey?
Not necessarily. Mm-hmm. I would just drink ciders all the time, honestly.
Ciders,
these are great.
Those are really good, but I didn't realize how much sugar was in them.
I
should have because they're incredibly sweet and magically delicious.
There needs the magically. Yeah. I wish there could be like a natty light of cider. Maybe not even that far, but something that I could get like cheap. Because even like a 6-pack of like Angry Orchard is probably like $8.
Yeah. If like the way that Natty Light is like Budweiser runoff, just have like Angry Orchard or like Reds, just the bad batches that get diluted
it's like not that it's like less calories and like you can drink. I mean, these are only 5%, so it's probably about as much as a Natty Light. They're like 4.8 or whatever.
Yeah, they're like so.
Holy shit! We're about to be rich. Make the Natty Light of cider. Get everyone.
That would be interesting.
Who makes? This is totally off. Who makes Twisted Tea? Are they owned by like Budweiser or something?
They're owned by one of the major brewing companies.
Okay.
I'm not sure who. You'd have to ask Danny Payton for that information or the internet.
Let's see. Twisted Teas. What a twist! I have to be 21 or older to enter. Fuck.
Do they have to scan your ID?
No.
On the computer.
No, it's their own brewing company.
Really?
Twisted
They're an
Tea
independent
Brewing
little
Company.
mom and pop shop. Isn't that wonderful? You don't get that much anymore.
The U.S. Twisted Tea. Maybe it's like.
Oh, the cat is scratching your desk all up.
That's fine. This is a desk. I
That's fine. This is a desk.
This isn't a man. This is a desk.
If he was scratching a man, we'd have a problem.
Be like, why is this man my desk? Anyway.
What is this?
No, this desk, my neighbors were moving out, and they were just like, do you want a desk? Like, this isn't a nice desk.
Fascinating.
Thank you. I'm sitting very low right now.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Make sure you gotta eat that mic, hon.
So,
I'm
very low right now. This is ASMR, Liam.
This is the ASMR section of the Movie ReBrew podcast. We're going to be introducing all sorts of new segments this hour.
That Keegan and Mike will have to do.
From now on, because that's how media works.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company is in Cincinnati,
We're
Ohio.
still on the...
I know, it's sorry.
I knew that.
Interesting stuff. We should go.
Take a tour?
I don't know. It's like people take tours of breweries all the time. Like,
in Europe because they're...
People do like tours of like Great Lakes and shit, right?
That sounds so boring.
I know.
I don't care. I don't care how the sausage is made.
I don't care either.
I'd rather go to a sausage factory and see how the sausage is made.
Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting.
Than a beer factory. I get it. It's you take a hop You take some water, you take time,
Bada
and just
bing,
a
bada
teaspoon
boom.
of love.
You take time. Do you mean
Like
say,
1 teaspoon per 100 gallons
Okay.
of love.
Oh.
Otherwise, you could get problems.
I was so for my job I have to interview people about what they ate, and there was a question about like what different foods they ate. What was the what am I thinking of? Like spices or add-ins, and I was like, any parsley, sage, rosemary, or thyme. And I said I sang like a little bit at the end.
Did you really?
Yeah, but they just said no. I'm like, okay.
Are you violating HIPAA by talking about this?
No, I'm talking about one question. I didn't even say who I said it to.
Well, you want to tell
Parents.
me after this?
Can I violate HIPAA if I lie?
I don't know. Ask HIPAA.
Hey,
It's me.
it's me again. All right.
Okay. And that's the news.
All right.
Let's pause.
Pause.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I hit pause or I just hit like the actual stop?
I would hit the stop button and then...
All right. Now we're into the meat and potatoes of this podcast. It did start from the last. So,
Okay.
Again, this will just kind of be an informal conversation, interview type thing where Antonio and I talk about our preferences, things we think, things we don't think.
Things we have never even considered before.
Things not considered.
No things considered with Liam and Antonio.
Okay. All right. Should I go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't have anything prepared.
All right. So I was thinking about this. So say you met a person that was just like, hey,
Ooh.
I've never seen a movie before in my entire life. I'm 20 years old. Show me a movie. If you had to show a person one movie who's never seen a movie, what movie would you show them? They've seen like they've experienced other media like books or
The news?
sure.
What's their
But
favorite?
they're not like and music. But they haven't seen like TV, so if it looks old, it's not necessarily gonna be like a deterrent to them. 'Cause
Right.
They haven't seen like the modern graphics
Style.
Yeah.
Right.
What would you show them?
Spaceballs.
Why?
Do they understand humor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've read
Then-
books and stuff.
Yeah,
And
it's really funny. They will be completely confused and probably turned off from movies forever.
so you don't want them to watch movies.
Well, do I want them to get into movies, or I just want
Yeah.
to continue to fuck with them? Because this poor person has never been allowed to see a movie
all
their
right,
entire
sorry.
life.
Like this is.
Am I part of the torture?
No,
Or-
this isn't. You take this as an opportunity. Like, oh, I can introduce someone to this beautiful world.
Okay.
I don't like that you're wearing sunglasses right now. I can see myself.
Is that what you don't like about it? The fact that you're gonna have to look into your own eyes and answer some really deep things about yourself.
Luckily, I'm at your nose right now.
Wizard
so
of
I can't-
Oz is the movie I'm gonna go for.
Really,
It's classic.
Yeah.
It's
It may not look as great now, but again, that won't be a turn off.
That
'cause
won't
they
be
haven't
a turn
seen
off,
like
no.
the 21st century movies.
yeah.
In a similar vein, I say Willy Wonka
Yeah.
because I think that more than a lot of things.
Hi.
Hi, Joey's in the room.
Joey, maybe you can answer this question before Liam does. If you could, if you had what's the question?
All right, there we go. All right, so Willy Wonka. Why would I show that to a person if they had never seen a movie?
Why the hell would you think of that?
Well, you'll hear right now. So I think that like Willy Wonka kind of encapsulates what like other media can't. It's got like a feeling that like even if you read the book and just because of the visual style, it takes other forms that he like. It's like, oh, it's a book, but you just add the music in there, and it's like very visually appealing.
Yeah.
If you look at it now, it's not as visually appealing. It kind of just looks like a set, but I think
But they don't know what that is.
Yeah, dumbass fucking 20.
All they've seen is plays. It's the closest thing. Imagine if the closest thing you've ever seen to a movie was a play.
Ah, Jesus.
I guess there's nothing else that's closer to a movie. Maybe a commercial.
You never see it. He hasn't seen commercials.
Oh.
He hasn't seen TV.
Nothing on a screen.
Uh-uh.
So he's probably going to spend the first 15 minutes like the mom at the end of Willy Wonka trying to grab her son out of the TV, shouting, "Get these tiny people out of here! How can I help them?" And then he's going to be extra fucked up when he sees that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think if someone
It's
had
gonna be
never seen-
relatable.
You think if someone had never seen a movie and you showed, like, if you went back in time and showed people in the 60s, like, the movie, something like Transformers, would they freak out? Or would they understand?
I think they would
They
understand.
would be like, oh, drawing has come a long way, and now it moves.
Do they know that you're from the future?
Yes.
Okay, then
I'm
they
like,
would. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's like a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have a deal for you.
From the
From
60s?
the 60s?
Yeah, I mean, if someone were to show me cinema from 30, 40 years from now, I'm sure I would get it after a minute. I'd be amazed.
Where is it
Where
going
is it going to go?
What could it
Probably
even
more
be?
realistic.
How much more realistic can it get? They're
I don't
already
know.
recreating people. And for as bad,
But-
Tarkin didn't look great in Rogue One,
Mm-hmm.
but he still looked like a person.
Yeah. Well, like, my mom, who was watching it with me one of the times that I watched it, didn't know until after the movie, and I told her.
I don't think
so.
Abby
It
did.
surprised people.
Yeah. I mean, if you didn't understand that
Abby and your mom have a
Tarkin...
lot. And my mom and Abby have a lot in common. Maybe they should meet.
No.
Hang out.
I'm dating your mom. That's what this is. And, like, I feel like also if you don't know that Peter Cushing is dead,
Yeah.
it probably doesn't register.
Right.
How long has Peter Cushing been dead? Probably a long
Since
time.
the 90s, I think.
Then he lasted that. He seems really old in that first one.
I think he's like in his. I think people just seemed older back then across the board.
Did Alec Guinness last the 90s?
I think he did too.
Huh.
I think they died together.
I think the only other Star Wars spin-off that I want to see about existing characters would be an Obi-Wan with Ewan McGregor.
Which did that get announced?
I don't think it definitely wasn't officially announced because there'd be shit in my pants right now.
I feel like
Excitement.
it's gotten almost officially announced so many times over the last
Yeah.
like 18 months, and I get duped every time.
And he's like the perfect age for it too.
Yeah,
he's
he is. He's right between. I mean, he's literally right between.
But I don't. I feel like Alec Guinness does not look 20 years older than Ewan McGregor did at the end of Revenge of the Sith. He looks older than that, I think.
He does, but he could. I'm sure they'll do something with prosthetics, maybe to make him look a little bit more Guinnessy.
Or just gray. I think you can just gray him up.
Yeah,
They-
just
I mean,
a little
They
bit.
didn't do
Look
any
at-
prosthetic things
Yeah.
with Alden Ehrenreich or whatever the hell his name
Who?
is.
Who's
The
this?
guy who plays Han Solo.
Oh yeah.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah, I think they maybe should have.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that once you get in there and you're like, all right, this is. It'll probably be.
All right,
jarring for a
we're
little
gonna
bit.
have to watch this. I'll just suspend my disbelief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean. And when I see I'm sure when I see Gambino, I mean his face doesn't look like Billy D. Williams, but like I think he's just charismatic enough as a person that you accept
that
it,
he can carry it.
and that even if Alden Ehrenreich, that's definitely not how you say his name, even if he did look like Han Solo, he doesn't seem to have the same charisma or like attitude as Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
He seems like a little bit more stiff.
Do you think Harrison resents him?
I don't know. There was a video of them meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and it seemed. I really don't think that he cares.
Yeah. Why not?
Antonio's going to the bathroom right now, so I'll keep talking. Antonio just grabbed a Rolling Rock for no reason. I'm going to drink a sip of this. Come here, cat. I'm going to bring one of my cats up here. Ah, this one's... Ow, damn it. They're not declawed. They're young, but it still kind of hurts a little bit. This one's name is Lewis.
This one, like, as if they can see.
This one that I'm touching, you can hear this. I think they think there's something under the desk, or they want.
Which one is? There he is.
What do you mean there he is?
Peyton,
Oh,
or our special guest that I haven't mentioned yet.
make sure the door.
Is
Watch out! Don't let Rufus get out.
Yeah.
Wait, is Peyton here?
Yeah.
Where is he then?
He's coming, but you said watch the door. Don't let Rufus
Okay.
get out. Here.
Hey,
We're
it's
talking
Mr.
Lando.
Nos himself.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
You've been wearing that shirt for 3 days. Like
Washed it.
like
I
the
washed
record
it
show.
yesterday.
You washed it
Mm-hmm.
and then
Smell
put
it.
it back on.
Smells nice.
Yeah, because I watched it, you asshole. Can I say asshole on the radio?
No, you can only say it on TV.
Well, is there a video for this one?
Welcome everybody to Peyton Nagel. Let's hear it for him.
One more time.
Everybody, welcome to
Oh, what's going on?
nothing.
Alright, so What's the topic of conversation?
So we're talking about Lando. We're talking about Han Solo.
Lando is pansexual.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, we missed that in the news. We talked about school shootings for 20 minutes, and we forgot to talk about how Lando is pansexual.
Did you guys figure it out?
Yeah, the secret.
20 minutes.
How to stop it.
I feel like that's more time than needs to be spent on that. Like it's pretty much don't let that happen.
I think it makes sense that Lando's pansexual. Like, think of all the hot.
You gotta get closer to the mic.
Think of all the hot, sexy aliens that are in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Why would you only be attracted to human men or human women or human men?
Can you hybrid
In the Star Wars galaxy?
Yeah.
George Lucas.
Do you think it's like in BoJack where you can breed with any other animal, but one of the kids won't be?
It just looks like one of the
or
parents.
the other. Yeah. Or do you think it's like that's my chair? That's definitely my chair.
Okay.
I'm gonna find you.
He totally just lost this chair.
I don't know. Is there crossbreeding in the Star Wars universe?
I don't know.
There's it's such a.
Yeah, I feel like they're.
Jabba the Hutt is clearly banging some robot, or not robot, some alien prostitutes.
Yeah.
Maybe they can't
He definitely has his concubines, but like I don't assume that like. Their children would definitely be sterile, like a donkey, because that's what a donkey is. So.
Are donkeys sterile?
Yeah, well, donkeys are sterile.
I thought
Mules, that's it.
I was gonna say.
Viewers, it's mules that are sterile, not donkeys.
We don't want anyone to get that wrong later in
Yeah.
your life. You're gonna look like an idiot in front of all your friends. So why are they? What can mules do that donkeys or a horse can't?
I don't know. I feel bad for mules. I've never heard the term mule used like endearingly. Like it's always a very bad thing to say to someone.
Yeah, like dumb as a mule.
Or like a mule is somebody who shoves drugs up their butt, you know, and crosses the border. So
I guess why? Let's see.
Do you think maybe it's just an animal that exists because a lot of the same mistake has occurred? Like a farmer's like, shit.
I don't think so.
I love those darn.
It's a male donkey and a female horse.
Yeah, like
I guess it can't.
Damn it! I left that damn female horse with that male donkey again, and now we have a mule.
Maybe they can go for longer because they have the power of both a horse.
Ow, you little fuck! What?
Did he
Are
bite?
you kidding me?
Or did he scratch?
You went with the claws, you little bastard.
Yeah, they're pointy, dude.
You little fucker.
Does it actually hurt to declaw cats?
Yeah, it'd be like cutting off your fingers.
Dude.
I think you shouldn't declaw cats. Let's get into this.
This is Antonio.
I think that you should be able to manipulate animals however you want in order to better humans.
Antonio's gonna step on him.
There's a Come here.
Count them all. Make sure they're all here.
Come here.
I think I just heard a skull crunch.
Come here, Zadrunas. Come here. Come here, Z. So yeah.
So
that's the news.
Did you guys talk about alien STDs?
No, we talked just about mules for about 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. How long was I out? I went back too far. So, what do you else? What do you got?
I don't know. More questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Best music in a film.
Best music in a film.
Doesn't have to necessarily be sung by the people, and it doesn't have to be original songs.
Well, we can divide this into categories.
Is that like the score count?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're going score, I would have to go with either Lord of the Rings or Star Wars. It's easy, but it's true.
Halloween.
What about best? What about best
soundtrack?
Yeah, actual soundtrack, not just score.
I guess to say Guardians now is a little hack, but
I don't know.
They have really good soundtracks.
But like, it's a good soundtrack, but it's just
chill.
Never seen that.
It's Lawrence Kasdan, 1983, Kevin Kline, that whole group. It was Kevin Costner's first movie, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and he only plays
And Jeff
Corpse in
Goldblum.
the beginning.
Jeff Goldblum's first movie?
Oh, there was a funny story about The Big Chill. Abby's mom said that was like her favorite movie in the entire world, like one time, and then like a couple months later for her Christmas present, Abby like found like an old copy of it and gave it to her, and she's like, what's this? And I was like, The Big Chill. And she had no idea. She's like, what are you talking about? She's like, you told me this was your favorite movie. And she's like, I'm like, and she just completely erased from her memory. Had never seen the film.
She knows it's like a cool flick. Like, it's like a really good movie, but it's kind of boring. So
The Mandela effect affects the entire Seeley clan, I guess.
Glenn Close is in it. Was Glenn Close hot? Was she like a sex symbol? No. Was she...
See her boobs in it.
Nice. Alright, hold on one sec. Maybe I will watch this movie right. Do I have an answer to that question?
Do you?
I don't know. I think as good as like the Guardian soundtrack is
Blues
basically
Brothers?
just like
Blues Brothers.
Yeah. How many songs do they actually sing in the Blues Brothers? 3?
There's I want to say like probably seven, eight
7
songs.
actual like sung songs within the context of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, because pretty much all the
You have-
old blues artists that they have like play cameos, like they do a song.
They do a song in the bar. They do 2 songs in the bar. They do 3 songs at the end of the movie just for like the performance. And then Aretha has a song. Ray Charles has a song.
The church in the beginning.
Heidi ho.
Yeah. So there's a good 8 or so.
Please.
Yeah. You know what?
I haven't seen that movie.
I watched The Life Aquatic
Mm-hmm.
the other week, and I really enjoyed. Yeah, Sue George, this Brazilian singer, is huge in Brazil. Does David Bowie covers on acoustic guitar sung in Portuguese throughout the movie, and it's
That's
so well
fucking
done.
Wes
and
Anderson
it's so cool. Yeah.
What songs does she cover?
It's a guy. All the hits basically. Yeah.
The Big Lebowski's got some
Big
great music in
Lebowski
it.
does.
It's got the Kenny Rogers rock and roll song.
Mm-hmm. Forrest Gump is a classic for good soundtrack.
I was gonna say about the Guardian soundtrack. It's basically just like Kevin Stefanson for his grad party made a playlist called a playlist for when you're having a house party with adults.
Yeah.
And that's basically what the Guardian soundtrack is.
Yeah.
Like it fits well because of the context of the movie.
Yeah.
But it's also just like good songs.
Yeah. Like light rock, guitar-based bangers of the 70s that are just fun at parties. But they're all good.
Did Isle of Dogs have more good songs besides just I Won't Hurt You?
Did me and Peyton watch that?
Have you seen Isle of Dogs?
I don't think
it's
so.
good shit.
So, next
Never mind.
question, please.
I did. I saw it.
Okay, we'll answer his question.
I think it was just that song.
Okay.
I can't remember there being any other
I can't
songs.
remember the names either.
But like they used it a bunch, like the
Yeah.
drums.
The West Coast pop art experimental band. They're really weird. That song sounds like it was written in like the 2000s, and it's from like 1966.
Whoa.
Okay. What else do I have?
I don't know. You have the questions.
I feel like Peyton's
We
gonna
have
have a
the
lot of
answers.
answers to this question. What's your most unpopular movie-related opinion?
Ooh, I do have a lot of answers to this one.
And then part of that, like
The Godfather sucks.
the first one, or just it as a
The
whole.
whole
Really?
fucking thing. No, I don't. I'm just, that's not accurate. The second one is. It gets lost on me. I don't like the second one.
You take the first one
is-
over the second one.
Yeah.
That's a strange opinion.
I don't like the second one. I think the first one is a lot better. So.
I particularly, and this will get lost on a lot of people because a lot of people just don't know about this. I don't know if it's necessarily unpopular, but I absolutely love Barry Lyndon.
Shut up!
Antonio knows so much about Barry Lyndon. Unpopular movie opinions. I don't know, I mean...
Is there any movies that you hate that a lot of people love, or vice versa?
I hate a lot of blockbusters.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
in our group.
Like, I hated the new Star Wars. I thought it was a piece of fucking garbage.
Let's get into that because
No,
when
we're
they
not
did
getting
the
into
podcast,
that.
they had no dissenting voices.
No, we're not getting into this. We've been into this too
It's
many...
a piece of shit.
So,
It's
no,
a piece
What
of
do you
shit.
what do you think about
It's
Finn
a
and
piece of
Rose?
shit. Terrible. It's terrible. Why would you introduce a love story in the middle of this? I mean, yeah, we're not going into it. It's a piece of shit.
Casino Planet. That's what I'm gonna say.
Casino Planet was so fucking dumb, dude. I liked Rose's sister better than I liked Rose. I'm using your escape rope to get out of Victory Road.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that's so soft. Come on, get to the end. What's my team right now? Peyton's playing my Pokemon Ruby.
Alright, fine. I'll march through. If I'm getting big.
What is my team? I haven't played this in a long time.
Let's see. You got him. Aaron fucking spotting up in the front.
What? Aaron? Really?
Aaron? Is it Aaron or Aaron?
I don't know. I never wanted to say Aaron because
it's
the
name of a boy
Aaron
in my
is
class.
I think it's probably Aaron.
Is it a reference to something? Because most of Pokemon
it's
stupid.
And agriculture.
He's
a farmer.
Is he a farming Pokemon?
No.
You got a Swampert.
What do you guys think about Pokemon the first movie?
Swallow.
Or
I was
Pokemon
about to, okay, that's my
2000?
You have a Groudon.
Pokemon 3.
Mike, what is your most nostalgic movie in just overall?
Toy Story obviously is up there. The Iron Giant.
I was gonna
really hits
yeah,
hard.
that's for
same.
you, for sure.
I love the Iron Giant. I was gonna see but that's like an actual really good movie. For me, I think like the first Power Rangers movie. That's nostalgic because now it probably sucks.
Yeah.
But I just loved
it. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Power Rangers. I was a big Power Rangers guy.
Dana Carvey, the Master of Disguise. I probably watched that movie more than anything else. I loved it. I love the goofy, stupid Italian accent. I love when he was a turtle in the Turtle Club.
Now, are you turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
I'm not turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
God.
Turtle.
Dang,
I got that. When did that come out? Was that early 2000s?
I know it was like at least 2002 because he makes a reference to the hit motion picture Shrek.
Really?
Yes.
You can...
If he does an impression of Eddie Murphy as Donkey.
If you go to my grandfather's house right now, you will find that movie unopened on his shelf. From 2002.
Still in its plastic.
I see it every once in a while.
Appreciating in value.
No, he's waiting. He's gonna he knows it's a good one. He's sitting on some good content. It's a page master. That's an answer from me.
Yeah, wow, I haven't heard about that movie in so
Christopher
long.
Lloyd, Macaulay Culkin.
Page master?
Yeah, it was like a half real, half animated
like we were
movie.
talking, like what's his name was a pioneer of.
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins, the pioneer of half animated.
Leonard Nimoy, Patrick Stewart. This is cool.
Oh, you don't have one of these. Liam, you don't have one of these. I'm gonna get one for you.
What is it?
It's a Metacham.
Metacham suck.
You don't have one, dude.
I do.
The yoga
I'm not
pants?
trying to collect them all.
The
I'm trying to
yoga
the best.
pants Pokemon?
Listeners, poll, interactive poll. For all you listeners.
For me, later today.
I think that the point of Pokemon is to catch all of the Pokemon.
Obviously, that's
it.
the stage.
Get your dials ready. Is the point of Pokemon to catch all the Pokemon?
Or is it some other point?
Is it some other point?
Is it existential? Do you just wander the land?
It's to become the best that ever was.
Write your points in to Movie Rebrew Podcast, P.O. Box 90277, care of Peyton Nagel.
Is that? I think it's in Iowa City. Is it Iowa City?
We have a secret server in Iowa City because we're not allowed to broadcast in the state of Ohio.
I think of Pokemon like I think of Friends. Like I'd rather have
like
a
the
few
show?
Really good friends than like a lot of bad Pokemon. Sorry.
No, I like to save them on the computer and pretend to love them initially, and then just show them nothing for the rest of the next 20 years in the game. And then one day I go into the PC, go into the box, pick up the Caterpie.
I wanted to catch him. I'm sorry.
That I caught 15 years ago. Let him out for a brief moment of respite, and then send him back in the box for another 10 years.
That's what you do with Pokemon.
That's how he gets stronger.
I think Pokemon the first movie might be my most nostalgic movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Brother, my brother.
Yeah. What are we fighting for?
And then it
we
raps
got to end this war.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it starts rapping a little bit.
That was before the Iraq War started.
I had that on soundtrack. That was one of the first CDs
on vinyl?
that I owned. No, not on vinyl. I was not that cool.
Do you guys remember when Herman Cain quoted the Pokemon movie?
Yes. Oh my God. The other I think I have nostalgia for the first three for sure.
Yeah,
the 2000 is
a good one.
The
and
one with
third,
Entei is good too. Yeah, where it's Entei isn't really there. It's like the dead dad or something.
It's like Interstellar or something.
Yes, that's what it is.
All the unknowns
Small Soldiers.
Really
you ever see Small Soldiers?
No,
that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I know what it is.
Me and my mom watched that movie all the time when I was a little kid, and I had a fucking Archer, King of the Gorgonites action figure. It talked. I loved that thing, and then I buried it in the yard. That was my thing as a kid.
I remember doing that.
I was a barrier.
That's three things that I
really
love.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been finding little treasures from like 13 years ago.
Do you dig in your lawn often when you get home?
Every now and then.
Oh.
Every now and then.
You never know what you're gonna find in
Cool
there.
shovel out there.
You guys remember the
Alex.
Indian in the cupboard?
Yeah, I remember the book, and I
No,
think I've seen the movie
It's
once.
not. I don't.
The Native
I'm
American
not,
in the
yeah,
cupboard.
I don't
The first
stand by
peoples in the
that.
cupboard.
Listeners, it's Antonio being
Antonio Zodda,
intolerant
address
and-
2067.
North 47th.
Columbus.
Columbus.
Grill of Booze.
Oregon.
Okay.
Do you remember the Indian in the cupboard? That's
Yeah,
all
I don't remember
Really?
that.
I think Tarzan might. I got to a point where I could say Tarzan. I would just watch it and recite it like a weird.
You could just
Hitler
say
kind of
Tarzan.
thing. Tarzan. Everyone's like, what?
Every time somebody speaks in Tarzan, you just continuously say Tarzan. Your mom is like, he's so gifted.
My baby can read.
Oh.
I had from McDonald's. I had a Tantor elephant. Elephant
Elephant?
toy. Yeah, who was voiced by Newman. So I just
Yeah.
I had this Newman toy. He's like, Jared, I don't think we should be in this jungle.
Rosie O'Donnell was the gorilla.
Who I thought was a boy for the longest
I
time.
also thought it was a boy.
Yeah, Turk
Yeah.
was a boy.
Yeah, because of Scrubs.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
why
bit
I
of a
thought
chicken
that.
and the egg thing. What came first?
Yeah.
Turk,
Well,
the
no, I
gorilla,
never
or
saw
Turk, the
Tarzan
scrub?
first, but he taught Rosie O'Donnell sounds like a boy.
Yeah.
And his name is Turk.
Yeah.
I think it's
And he's bros with Tarzan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but she's in love with him secretly. That's a thing that you can see because she doesn't like Jane at first, but then she accepts it.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
That is pretty.
It's
gross.
like
It's gross, but I mean,
If I was in love with one of these cats.
you shut up over
I
there.
have one of those mule babies we were talking about.
You gotta take it easy, you little cat, you.
Shoo-be-doo, shabba-dap, shoo-be-doo, da-da-da-da. Kanye's new song was great.
Poop, poop,
Shoot.
poop, 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 poop. You're joking, but I thought it was really good. It was kind of, I liked it.
Shut up.
I know, I liked it.
Okay,
I
that's
liked
fine.
it.
Is that your
Can
most
I like a
unpopular-
thing?
No.
So that's my unpopular music opinion.
It's a dumb opinion.
I liked his Poopy Doopy song.
Poopy doop, scoopy dop, ooda dop, ooda wop pop. Womp pom pom.
Yeah, if we can like that, we can like Kanye.
No.
Okay. Point taken.
Okay.
What's the worst movie from when you were a kid that you know is just terrible, or just ever, like just in general, even now? What movie do you know sucks ass, but you will defend it because it's
Probably that first Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
The point of that first Pokemon movie is stop fighting in this world of Pokemon.
Stop fighting in the war.
It's like, it's like Pokemon shouldn't fight like this. They should only fight when we want them to, and with
For
special
our
powers.
entertainment.
Yeah, just
That-
because that. It's that is a bad movie, and I will say, but I will defend that movie to my core.
Me and Peyton tried watching the show a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It's a travesty.
I still have good memories of the movie, so I don't want
Yeah.
to ever ruin that.
Would you? I loved those VHSs
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I really loved those. And then now I think
Yeah,
I look back to when I was 5 and I think, you fucking idiot. How could you ever like this fucking garbage? What a fucking moron.
Yeah, like now I understand why all my mom and my aunts just despised Pokemon, and I would force them to. I feel terrible. I should buy them gifts.
It's my former uncle's fault that I liked Pokemon because
Explain the first part.
because he got divorced from my aunt, so now he's just a person. But and I liked Dragon Tales.
Now he's just someone.
So I wanted a Dragon Tales toy, and he's like, he's a Charmander, fuckwit. I'm like, oh jeez. And then I started to like Avatar. What were we talking about? Pokemon. and yeah, and so I still have that toy because he thought. I mean, it looks like a Dragon Tail.
It's a pretty good mattress.
Dragon Tales, come on, time for the.
We're gonna get sued if you go any further.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to fuck with PBS's lawyers.
You ever seen the movie Zathura?
Yeah.
It's
It
a really
did.
good movie.
It terrified the shit out of both me, but also my brother.
Mhm.
And I got I didn't want it, but my aunt decided to buy me the board game based off of the movie.
Did you refuse to play it?
Birthday? No, but I couldn't even open the box because my brother was crying that our entire house would go to fucking space, and it would be him and me. And in the movie, the older brother saves the day, but I guess Damien didn't fucking trust me. Please, no, we're gonna go to space. I think I was like 9. He was like 7.
I think that was like 2004. I think.
Yeah.
Do you remember what Josh Hutcherson wishes for?
A girlfriend?
No, a football signed by Brett Favre.
Still relevant.
That's why I brought that up.
That's
I don't
what
know what
I
I was
asked for.
I don't know what I was thinking about today, but I thought about Brett Favre, and then I thought about Zodda.
Yeah.
Brother. Okay, so worst other worst. What's a terrible movie that I've just seen? Suicide Squad was really bad, but that's like a big blast.
But did you like it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just a bad movie.
I hated Burn After Reading. It's a Coen Brothers movie.
You did hate that movie.
I haven't seen that.
Everybody's
A
like,
lot of people love it. A lot of people claim that it's one of their favorite
it's a
Coen
piece of
Brothers
trash.
movies.
Oh, it's so fucking bad, dude. I know Keegan, like you said, Keegan, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, if you get this far. You've gotten this far. Maybe you'll go a bit farther.
So who do I talk to?
That
about
movie
payment for this
is great.
Wow, hot fucking takes from Peyton. Or from Peyton. What's your name again?
Darren.
Darren. From Sicilian Peyton over here. That's Shawshank Redemption is a good
one of the
movie.
good ones.
That might be a movie that you would just show a person, because like you can't.
But it's not like the best movie of all.
I know,
but
but
it's just always on. It's very rewatchable.
People,
and like,
but people are like, it's like the greatest movie of all time.
No, that's stupid. Those people are morons. Get
but
them
like,
outta
there's
here.
it's the most. There's no one that doesn't like that movie. It's the most agreeable movie. That's a movie that should have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Who doesn't like that movie? Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying. Yes, I know what you're saying.
It's raining.
Weather
so we
update.
can't leave now.
Yeah.
4-hour podcast.
Here we go. We're in for the long haul.
Stop, please stop.
What's your problem?
We're
You were begging all morning for it to rain.
When it was thundering this morning, the cats were freaking out. It was so funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's adorable.
Come here, memers. Steven?
The rain just stopped. Mostly.
Come here, you small
What's-
Huxtable, you. Can we get him a little police badge?
Oh, I thought you meant like Cosby.
Yeah.
I think that's a constable.
Come on,
It's
Huxtable.
really weird that the show.
It's constable.
Why was the show called The Cosby Show?
Well, like,
In every other show where it's named after the person,
It's
at
named
least
after
their
the
first
first
name.
name.
The first name is
Yeah.
at least the same.
yeah, like in Everybody's Loves Raymond.
His last name isn't.
It's Ray
Rob-
Barone.
Is it?
Yeah, Ray Barone. Ray and Robert Barone. And their father and mother.
Tim Allen's
The
parents?
Barones.
No, wait. Who's the other Tim Allen? Ben Stiller. Ben
In
Stiller.
Home Improvement, his name
Can we
is
do
Tim
ASMR
Improvement.
instead of...
We already
did that
that.
already. In the future.
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
But I feel like I'd be really good at it, is all I'm saying. I feel like you guys don't listen to as much ASMR.
Oh my god.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
No, he does. He's disrespecting me.
That's disrespect. This is the house of Liam. And the house of
Come on.
Cat Ranch.
Hey. Gang, this is Kitten Ranch. Cat Ranch. So going to a party.
I have a lot of, you know what I have a lot of nostalgia for is that first Narnia movie. That first Narnia movie is
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Yeah, what happened to those? was
I don't
excited
know.
for that to be a series.
They made
There's
3.
a question. Movies you were excited for, the sequel,
never
but
happened.
never
Yeah.
came.
Yeah, you know mine.
Lemony Snicket?
No.
Ooh.
Every 3 months, I scour IMDb for a hope, a glimpse, a glimmer of a hope, of a chance of National Treasure 3. The Search for Atlantis. I have the plot.
Is that
all?
Did they hint at the search for
No,
Atlantis?
but it's gotta be. And how do you top 2 of the most exciting, thrilling adventure films of our time?
Yeah.
I don't know. First he kidnaps the Declaration of Independence.
He kidnaps
then
it?
he kidnaps the president.
Who wrote the
What does he
Declaration
do in
of
episode
Independence?
3?
Who's he gonna kidnap this
I
time?
think
Yeah.
he's gonna.
Who's higher than the president?
He tries
Jesus?
to kiss the Pope, I think. Kiss
Is
the Pope for his.
Is there more security around the Pope or the president?
Dude, I want
No one wants. I don't know. That's a good question. That's for
I
another.
feel like the Pope
podcast.
would have more of a target on his head than the president, right?
Well, the Pope. I mean,
No, I feel like people don't care anymore. Like,
Yeah.
But like,
I guess the only people that are religious anymore are like gross evangelicals. Like there are no more Catholics.
that live across the street from us.
There are no more Catholics left. Like Catholics, it's just a thing that you do to like when your parents are watching.
Just kidding, Mom. No, I do it because I like it.
Motto for the Catholic Church.
And like, hey, come on,
thing
your
you
parents
do when
are
your
wa-
parents
Come
are
on, like, don't like the point is.
Come on,
they
you're home for
teach
the
you
weekend.
Permanent guilt as a child.
We're
and then-
losing all of the parent viewers of this.
Sorry,
podcast.
Mrs. Rossi. Your son drove me to work yesterday. He's very nice.
She's not listening. She doesn't care.
Rossi did drive me to work. He just drove by as I was waiting for the bus stop, and he gave me a ride.
He's a sweet kid.
He is.
Yeah.
He's visiting them in Italy.
Yeah. I think they're out there with Fitz right now too.
Yeah, Fitz, Jennison, what do we call him? Mike.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's the mic, so you don't want to get confused.
my boy. And
We already made like 10 Mike jokes off cam.
this is
Off
mic.
mic.
Oh man. What were we just talking about?
The
I feel like the
Pope-
Iron
US
Giant kind of set itself up for a sequel. Because
Yeah.
at the end he's in like the Arctic, and he puts himself back together.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited for a good Silver Surfer movie following Fantastic Four 2.
Yeah.
Because
Those movies
that
are
movie
so
kinda,
bad.
That movie sucked. The second one was better, but the Silver Surfer in it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Whoever played him, and
It was the voice of Fishburne, I think. It was Lawrence Fishburne.
the voice of the fish.
the voice of the fish.
Yeah.
And the voice of the people.
Do
Lawrence
you
Fish-
not have a fishing rod?
I don't know. Why would I fish, dude?
You're making a podcast.
I'm playing Pokemon. What?
Oh.
One is more important than the other. You guys can figure out which. All I'm saying is you do not have a Poke Rod.
I definitely do. Go to key items.
I'm in key items.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
What do you guys-
I'm not trying to catch them all.
What
I've
the
told you I'm not
fucking
trying to
show?
catch them all.
Hot takes. Shark Tale. What do you think?
Best mob movie.
Best
of all
mob
time.
movie of all time, right? You have to admit it.
Whenever I used to
Yeah,
sleep
yeah.
over like my friend's house, we would like go and rent a movie, and I think we rented Shark Tale like 4 times in a row.
Because it's a great movie.
Is it-
It's so much better than Finding Nemo. It's not even
Shut
funny.
up.
The Ziggy Marley.
Ooh, Finding
got-
Nemo fan theory.
Fan theory?
Yes, my
Fan
fan
theory
theory
time.
for Finding Nemo. That is a fucking tongue twister. I believe that the Barracuda was non-violent. in
This
the
is a
beginning.
great
I
fan
think
theory.
that the Barracuda came to the anemone to help Marlin's wife pack her things and go. I think that she left Marlin with her babies,
Had some mules.
Wow.
except for the dinky one. She
Yeah.
was like, you can keep that one.
Yeah.
And that Barracuda is raising those children. Marlin's a coward. He's a weak man.
A cuck.
He's a cuck. Marlin got
Filthy cuck.
cucked.
Hot take.
I thought this was gonna be a real thing.
It's a whoa.
Whoa, yeah.
Stomping all over.
John
me.
Lasseter is a filthy man.
Yeah.
Is he? He is. Isn't he?
Yeah, he's a grabber.
handy guy.
He's a handy boy. He's a hugger. Intensive hugger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So I guess he's gonna come back to Pixar in a small role, and people are mad about that.
What's he gonna play?
The
I can't think of a
producer.
I can't think of a small thing. A fish.
I'm mad that you have this
The
game and
Barracuda.
I don't, because I have fucking Leaf Green and it sucks.
Leaf
Alright,
Green
it
doesn't
gets old.
suck.
It gets so old, dude. Only original Pokemon.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You can get Gen.
Vanilla ice cream every day for dinner.
get
If you go to the
Gen 2,
Sevi
go to
Islands,
the islands.
yeah,
Sometimes
Sevi
I want
Islands are the
Rocky
best.
Road for dinner.
The Sevi
Sometimes
Islands.
I want matcha ice cream for dinner. Sometimes I want frozen yogurt for dinner.
You've
It's
never
not
had
just-
matcha. I explained what matcha was to you last night.
I don't know what matcha is.
Sometimes I want it for
though.
dinner,
I want
though.
it.
It's like
you
a-
can make cake out
It's
of
like
it, and
a
it's
frozen
drink.
ravioli. It's incredible.
Frozen
It's like
ravioli.
sweet frozen ravioli. It's ice cream with
No,
Ravioli.
wrapped in a
is
sweet
like
cheese.
Matcha is like, isn't it like that green tea powder stuff?
Matcha was a sovereignty goddess of ancient Ireland associated with the province of Ulster. So
Something
you're
tells
both
me you
wrong.
spelled matcha wrong.
You know what? Yes. Matcha is a finely ground powder of specially grown and processed green tea leaves.
that are
So
matcha,
look who
matcha.
explained what matcha was to whom.
That's
The
matcha.
internet,
What's
not you.
matcha?
I said that. I literally just said that it was
No.
a green tea powder.
No.
Matcha is Spanish for...
We have it on record. We can play it back.
No, we don't. Let
Let
me see this.
Play it back.
No.
Protect the sound
Podcast
file.
is over.
Protect the sound file. I was right. Antonio was wrong.
So Liam, now that Peyton's gone, we can get a little bit more personal with this podcast. I
was 16 years old by the lake with a pipe, and it was Mr. Mustard.
And it was Karen. Oh, we're getting a call from Mike Jennison right now. Let's see what he has to say. Hello, Mike.
What's up, Antonio?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much.
Hey, we're doing a little ReBrew right now, and a little segment we like to call "Let's Call Mike and Keegan Out of the Blue and See What the Hell They're Up to."
Okay.
You're live.
We just got back from, we saw the cliffs in Ireland, and now we're,
the Cliffs of
dressing up
Moher?
before we go out.
You guys went to the Cliffs of Moher?
Yes, we did, yeah.
How was that?
Awesome.
Did you guys have a sunny day, or was it totally foggy up there? Because usually it's pretty invisible.
No, it was really clear, actually.
The
Really
day that I
clear.
went to the Cliffs of Moher, I chased my hat because it flew off my head and slipped in so much mud. And we were all wearing like our matching rugby tracksuits, and I just wore like a green t-shirt for the rest of the trip.
Really?
Yeah, because mine was so dirty.
So
It get pretty scary up there, too.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that's a steep fall.
there's no guardrails at all.
Yeah,
You would
what
never
the
have
hell?
that kind of thing in America.
No.
Yeah.
Do people go there to
Zero.
kill themselves, you think?
I don't know. I don't think that's a question for this podcast. So, Mike, we were just wondering if you guys have had any time lately to contemplate anything about film while you were up there. If you've seen any movies, if you guys saw Deadpool, maybe. If you just have any movie opinions. We're doing a show right now where we're just asking.
I don't think we watched Ted 2.
Really?
While we were, yeah, at a hostel the other day. Keegan hated it. I've seen it before. I loved it again.
I've never seen
It's
Ted
just
2.
super funny.
I think it's
That's the only
funny.
thing I've seen.
I love the original Ted.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it's a classic.
Yeah, and I mean Ted 2 is not anything
It's
special.
just like a good Family Guy episode, basically.
Yeah, I agree. So is Keegan around with you?
Keegan's asleep. I can knock on his door. He was gonna take an hour nap.
I've been on vacation before with Keegan, and I've found that about 80% of the day he tends to sleep. Has that been your findings too out there?
Well, today we didn't go to bed till 5 o'clock, and we had to get up to get the bus to go to the cliffs at 7.
Were you guys watching the royal wedding up there? I bet it's real
No.
popular in Ireland.
No, we didn't catch it.
Oh, unfortunate.
Are you in Dublin or Galway?
We are in Dublin.
Ooh.
Really? So where's your journey taken you guys so far?
Pardon? Oh yeah, we did London and Dublin.
London and Dublin so far, and what's next for the boys?
Paris. We leave Monday at 6 a.m. for Paris.
And I also saw you were naked. Can you tell us more about that?
Me and Fitz got swept in euchre 10-0, so we had to do a naked lap.
Oh,
Not great.
oh, fantastic. If you want to wake up Keegan, the fans would.
Keegan's door's locked. Unfortunately.
You guys have separate doors in your hostel? That's nice.
Oh no, this is Airbnb we're staying in.
Oh.
Very nice.
Like in the
$1.4
city
million
or on the
house.
outskirts?
How's the pod going?
It's going pretty well. We had Peyton pop in for a little guest appearance. We're just talking about, we're just asking each other questions about movies that we never thought to ask before.
That
Do you
sounds
like
interesting.
movies?
Sounds like a fun segment.
Yeah, it's a fun little segment. And we are happy that you've joined us. And
Happy to stop by. Are you guys doing Deadpool 2?
we might
No.
do. You don't want to?
Oh, later. Yeah.
Like later, yeah. I think we're gonna do Deadpool 2, and we're probably gonna do Solo next week too.
Yeah. We'll probably get Joe on for Solo.
And we lost Mike.
All right.
Thank you, Mike Jennison, for joining us on
Yes.
the Movie ReBrew podcast.
What a fucking asshole. I wonder how well that sounds. Probably not. It probably doesn't sound.
Try it.
No. Let's just keep going.
Okay. So, where was I? Oh, yeah, before we were rudely interrupted by that guy.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that summer you spent in your...
With Army Hammer.
Have you ever seen? What's your favorite romantic movie? What do you and Abby like to watch?
Ooh, I don't know if I like any romance movies.
Really?
I don't know. Like, I haven't seen the ones that are considered, like, actually good films. I like Annie Hall a lot, but
I've never seen Annie Hall.
It's really funny.
Yeah?
I really do like it.
What do you think about Woody Allen in general?
He's
what do you
a
really
bad
think?
fucking person.
Yeah?
It's so... if someone doesn't know if someone is just like, what are you talking about, Woody Allen? Just be like, go to his Wikipedia page right now.
Yeah.
And, like, they'll be like, oh my god, what a fucking creep. He's not a good bloke, I'll tell you that much.
Do you think so? Do you think what he did was bad?
Yes!
Yeah, me too.
I was gonna say, God, I didn't think you were gonna. That's the hill you were gonna die on.
I'm gonna.
Like, I say, Woody Allen marrying what was basically his daughter is fine.
I'm gonna criticize him publicly right now. Woody Allen, you're a bad mother.
You are never gonna work in this town again, Antonio. You know how much pull Woody Allen has in Columbus.
Have you seen any of his recent movies, like
No.
Midnight in Paris?
Apparently, isn't it? What is To Rome with Love? Is that him?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Midnight in Paris is with Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
And everyone says it's a good movie. I think he's kind of like, he and movies are like Bob Dylan and albums right now. Like, he releases one basically every year, and it's only one in every 5 that people actually kind of give a shit about.
Uh-huh.
And then even the ones that are rated well, they're just compared to his older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And also, they both married their daughters.
What?
No.
They've been married since 1997.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's still weird.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was 27 when they got married, though.
Yeah, but he adopted her when she was like a minor.
Yeah.
I want to say a young minor.
No. No, I think she was like 17 probably. Yeah. No. Never mind. She was 7.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a young minor. Yeah, you think he's a bad guy? You should see Liam's face right now.
Oh my God.
He is disturbed.
In January 9th, I don't want to read this out loud. This is crazy.
Yeah. That's why people. Yeah, that's why he was blackballed.
I've read this before, but I've just kind of scanned. I mostly looked at like the assault allegations of like from his daughter, Dylan Farrow.
Oh yeah, his real daughter.
Yeah.
Not his wife daughter.
I don't know. Mia Farrow's daughter.
Mia Farrow's daughter with.
Wait.
Or was she also
Didn't she have wasn't she married to the music guy?
the music guy, Bob Dylan?
No, who's the other music guy? Big band music guy.
Oh, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
she was. Yeah.
But I don't think that she was ever married to Mia Farrow.
Mia Farrow?
No, she has a kid with Mia Farrow, but she doesn't. I don't think he was ever married to Mia Farrow. Woody Allen.
You keep saying she. You're mixing up your.
Whatever, dude. They were dating. They had a 12-year relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. What a creep.
Yeah. But she dated Andre Previn,
And who's that?
who I think was the brother of not Bob. What am I talking about?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Of Sun Yi Previn. I'm so confused. I don't care. I'm done talking right now about Woody Allen, about how he sucks. Is Blue Jasmine good?
That's what people say, but it's hard. I don't want to watch those movies.
Oh, you know what? Woody Allen didn't adopt Sun Yi.
Oh, so
Mia
it's
Farrow
and
it was Mia Farrow and Andre Previn that.
okay,
adopted
so it's
Sun Yi.
fine then.
But Woody Allen was dating Mia Farrow. That's the point.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
it's a bad. Yeah, he's a bad person, and he's still allowed to make movies that people find endearing.
And
you know who was a huge fan of Woody Allen?
Who?
Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Did he marry his daughter too?
No.
Is that why Louis went down?
I'm not sure.
Dude, this is fine. He looks like Colbert is gonna eventually look like Woody Allen.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I'm looking at Woody Allen right now. When he's old, that's what Colbert is gonna
Folks
look
at
like.
home, Google a picture of Stephen Colbert with a side-by-side of a young Woody Allen.
They got the same
An older
hair.
Allen.
Like they wear the same type of glasses. Look at that. That's what.
Oh
Colbert's
yeah,
gonna
he
look like.
does. He does.
He's 82.
How recent is that picture that you're looking at? Wikipedia.
2016.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks good for 82.
Have you ever seen him do stand-up? I've never seen him do stand-up.
Woody Allen?
Yeah.
No.
Apparently, he's...
Oh, I have.
Okay, so why would you lie to
Yes,
me just...
because I remembered that I
Fucking
had.
asshole.
I'm sorry. Have you seen Bill Cosby do stand-up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is better? I've seen Bill... I remember listening to Bill Cosby do stand-up when we were, like, in music class in, like, 4th grade. Like, him... we played a record of him, like, talking about how, like... And they put the things in your mouth and when they start asking you questions about, like, talking about the dentist.
Oh, I thought you were talking about...
Oh, jeez.
That's what he did.
He did.
Bad guy. A lot of bad people in Hollywood. Liam, what's your favorite Hollywood rumor?
Oh, boy. That Mick Jagger and David Bowie had an affair.
And who told you that rumor?
The internet a couple weeks ago.
I thought it was me.
No,
a
it
couple
wasn't
years
you.
ago. It was definitely me.
No, it was.
It was
But then,
definitely-
but I was looking at Mick Jagger's. I don't know how I got to Mick Jagger, but I was looking at his Wikipedia page, and it said that his ex-wife said that he had a relationship with. No, Bowie's ex-wife said that he had a relationship with.
That's
Mick
what the
Jagger.
song Angie is about. It's about Bowie's wife, Angie. Or maybe it's Mick Jagger's wife. One of the wives of the two men caught the two men. And so it was Bowie's wife who was named Angie. So Mick Jagger wrote the song to her apologizing for the disgracement. Did you hear all this stuff about Richard Pryor?
No, fuck.
Yeah.
What?
Richard
I
Pryor.
think I remember him being a bad guy too.
No. Good things.
guy?
Good things. No, good progressive things for his time. Richard Pryor allegedly, and his widow confirmed it very proudly that he had a sexual relationship with Marlon Brando.
Really?
Brando. For a while.
Quincy Jones, Jennifer Lee claimed that Pryor had a sexual relation with Marlon Brando, and that Pryor was openly bisexual with his friends.
Mm-hmm.
But Pryor's daughter disputed the claim. In his autobiography, Pryor admitted to having a 2-week sexual relationship with a transvestite, which he called 2 weeks of being gay. I probably shouldn't have read that out loud. That's kind of...
Well, it's what
but-
the article says.
Yeah, but...
It's an old article, I'm sure.
How many times was Richard Pryor married?
Is this a trivia?
Yeah.
I want to say 4.
7.
Wow!
To 5 different...
Those are O'Reilly
To 5
numbers.
different women, though.
That's...
He got remarried twice.
To the same woman or to 2 different
No,
women?
I think 2 different women.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a life that guy led.
What are O'Reilly? Who's O'Reilly?
Bill O'Reilly.
He doesn't have that many wives.
He had a bunch, right?
He's had...
Don't call me out on...
I didn't.
Jesus.
He said O'Reilly numbers. I was confused.
Yeah.
Can you go get my computer charger from my room?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you talk about your favorite moments in movie musicals while I'm gone?
Oh, damn. So, let's see. I think... So, I've been... Like I said earlier... Was this on... I don't know if this was on podcast or not, but I was talking about Greece. And in the...
country.
Yes. What's going on with their finances, dude? Joe Lagovich... No. So, in the movie Grease, there's a really underrated song sung by Rizzo, who is played by a fantastic actress who's also in The West Wing, whose name I cannot... Stockard Channing. And she sings There Are Worse Things That I Could Do. And it's a really... I think it gets overshadowed in the song Grease, or in the musical Grease. I don't know why, but... just because like she's not one of the main characters, and there's like grease lighting and stuff, but it's really fucking good. And let's see, what other musicals are there? I mean, Willy Wonka. That first like that when Come With Me and You'll See.
In a world of pure imagination.
No, different song. when that song just first starts, like when they open the door, there's that like big. Like you see everything. It's a sweeping landscape, and then like the music, like the piano starts slowly, and then Gene Wilder starts singing.
With the little dun, dun, bum,
Yeah.
with the string intro.
Yeah.
Me and Charlie have an acoustic cover of that song. Shouts
Really?
out to Charlie in Wyoming right now.
That's awesome.
It's really nice.
West Charlie in Wyoming.
Charlie is going to be a stargazing guide at Grand Teton National Park.
Really?
By Yellowstone.
For the summer, or just
for
from
the
now
summer.
on?
For the summer, before he heads up to Arizona State
To do grad school.
to do grad school. Shouts out to Dr. Seacrest.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Bless.
What's your favorite moment from the musical?
So I think my all-time favorite musical movie is Across the Universe.
Ah, fuck!
I'm sorry you didn't get to say it.
I know. I'll talk about it now then.
It's what's the man's name?
Jude.
No, then the actor. He's from 21.
Oh, he's the reason I grew out my hair. I can't remember his name though.
We'll call him Jude,
Okay.
just to protect his identity. Evan Rachel Wood, and then guest appearances by Joe Cocker and Bono and
I don't like when
others.
Bono sings.
I don't like Bono. I don't like when Bono sings at all.
Jim Sturgis.
Jim Sturgis.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
I don't like when Bono sings on the radio, except for that song "Beautiful Day." It's a really lovely song.
What about Sunday Bloody Sunday? Do you not like Sunday Bloody Sunday?
It's okay.
I really
It's-
like Sunday
It's about
Bloody
it's a sad thing that happened.
I get
wanna-
that. So I can't like songs.
You can't like sad songs. Only happy songs here. But no, Across the Universe. I'm a Beatle fanatic.
Alright, we get it. You're
it's-
not like those regular
No,
girls.
no. what were you telling me the other day about that Beatles quiz?
Oh my god.
This pet peeve.
These
this
fucking
peeved Liam so hard.
people on Facebook that were like, I got 100% of these Beatles quiz. I'm such a... Like, half the questions had the fucking song in it. It was like, hey, Jude,
Well,
don't make it bad.
The quiz was, can you name these 30-something Beatles songs from the
quotes.
lyrics alone?
Yeah.
from the small segment of the lyrics.
And it was just like the most
And you're
obvious
upset
shit.
that people in our generation think they're Beatles fans
Not
because
that
they
they
were
think-
able
no.
to guess 36 songs from a 55-year-old band.
Not that they're... I'm not saying that they can't say they're Beatles, but being like bragging about it, though. Because half of them had it in it. You basically had 50% of softball. I'm not saying... Like, I don't have a problem with, like, oh, you can only like things at the level that I like them. I'm not saying that. But
you?
I'm saying that, like, when people are bragging about it like that, when people are just like, oh my god, like, my favorites, I got 100%, like, so good. Like, that's so easy. They were the easiest fucking thing.
I think what you should do is get off of Facebook.
Everybody that's still on Facebook right now, that's a boy, has at one point had a car as their profile picture. That's what I've learned.
That people who are still on Facebook.
Yes.
All the grade school kids who have babies now and
Yes.
are...
Did you see that thing I tweeted of the conversation I saw?
Oh yeah, hilarious.
Oh
Of
my
just all the
God.
random people that you added.
Yes.
Check out Liam Garvin's Facebook or Twitter profile at Starvin Garvin for more on this.
Like, how? What a fucking hilarious thing. That's such like a man thing. Abby said that like happened to her in Ireland. That like people would Irish boys would be really nice to her and Jane, and then they would like find out that it'd be like, oh, I have a boyfriend. They would just be dicks. And like I guess that's kind of the reverse of this, but
That
of Nick and Leah.
Yeah, men can be assholes all over the world.
Not a
We're
chance.
discovering.
Only here. Only in this room. With
Keegan
us.
and Mike, send us your encounters of men being jerks in
Yeah.
Europe for more research. But back to Across the Universe.
Oh yeah, we never got to that.
We never got to it. What's your take on Across the Universe? Because you seemed eager because you were yelling I mentioned
There's a specific moment. What did I say? With a little help from my friends when they're traipsing around Princeton is so
that
good.
Might be the best song.
And then when they're in separate bars and Joe Anderson, whose name is Maxwell, and Jude, Maxwell sings "Hey Jude," and then it ends with like them meeting. He's like Jude, and he's like, "Oh, I'm getting chills. I'm getting literal chills thinking about it." That's so good. What do you think is good too?
I also think that movie is good, and I like the songs. I really enjoyed being for the benefit of Mr. Kite.
Yes.
What's the comedian actor's name?
Didn't you say his name before?
No.
Eddie Izzard.
Eddie Izzard.
Yeah.
You said his name. Yeah. Who recently came out as trans.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
Did he have a new name?
He goes by 2 names now.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
And it's very... Oh, yeah.
I don't want to be misquoted. Maybe he comes out only as a man who enjoys to cross-dress, or maybe he did come out
He
as
is
a man.
openly a straight transvestite.
Oh, Is that the term that he uses?
Yes.
We're using that word twice in this podcast.
Yeah.
But both appropriately.
I think, yeah, because I'm quoting.
In context.
He's in Prince Caspian? What?
He's in Prince Caspian.
Is he the rat?
He plays the... I was going to say, I think he plays the rat. What's the name of the rat?
Igor. No.
Rasputin.
It's something like that. Oh, I know it now.
Rathu.
Reepicheep.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay, we never finished our Narnia. Watching The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe inspired me to read all of the books.
Oh, yes.
And
I
was able
books.
to procure all of the... I would go back, like, on my farm at the Jefferson Library. They would have books for sale that were, like, old or worn for, like, 50 cents. And over the course of, a summer, every couple weeks, I would go there, and I collected the entire 1970s edition of the Narnia books.
Really?
Yeah. And I might have taken a couple from my grade school to supplement that. Uh-huh. And I read all of them, and then the Prince Caspian movie came out, and that was mildly disappointing, and then Dawn Treader came out, and that was very disappointing, but I'm still hopeful for a reboot, and I believe, if you want to look this up...
Maybe not a reboot, but like make Silver Chair.
Yeah, the Silver Chair.
Is Silver Chair next?
The Silver Chair would be next in the way that they originally published.
Okay. And that's how they were doing it. They weren't doing chronologically.
They were doing it in C.S. Lewis's original style. Brilliant books. The way that they adapted the first one was really well done. Yeah. I really hope that they continue to. At this point,
well, the Silver Chair is kind of a boring one from what I can read. That and the Horse and His Boy.
The Horse and His Boy is a road movie. I think it could be done as a good road movie.
And like you don't need. I don't think none of the original actors come back until the last battle. And
They're in The Horse and His Boy. They go to see the King and Queen of Narnia when they're adults. Yeah, so it would be really cool if they could use the four original actors.
But they're not old enough. I don't think they're old enough.
I think they would be.
I think Lucy's like as old as us. I think Lucy's like 21.
It would be like by the time they would make that movie, it would probably be like 15 years removed from the original film. So I'm sure that would be appropriate. They were in Narnia for like 20 years or so.
I think they were probably maybe more than that.
Well, at the end, I think they're in their 30s. Yeah, but you have...
No, I think 20. I mean,
I'm 22 and I can't grow facial hair for nothing, but...
Correct. I can't grow facial hair either.
Well,
let's talk about that for the next hour.
Okay. Let's emasculate ourselves for the next hour here on the movie ReBrew.
What? I really... Yeah, that's... They gotta do it.
I really hope that they do.
Does Disney own it? Was that a Disney movie?
I think that it was done by Disney.
Did they do the other ones too?
Yeah, I think they did all three of them. Yeah.
Yeah, Silver Chair is next, then Horse and His Boy, then Magician's Nephew.
Magician's Nephew is... It could be, like, if you got someone like Denis Villeneuve... Or someone of that caliber to do it, because the visuals in the book are so psychedelic and striking.
It's so cool.
Yeah. When I think about those books, the most vivid images in my mind come from the Magician's Nephew.
When they were creating
Narnia. It's a creation story. Yeah. It's incredible.
And it was the 6th book.
Okay, movie question. What movie do you want to see based on what movie do you want them to make based on a story or a true tale or anything? What like a movie that hasn't been made yet or hasn't been made well yet off of existing source material from any time.
Have they made a Harry Potter movie yet?
I don't know if they've made a good one. But
ooh. Ballsy.
No. I love it.
I love. So I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, and they made a movie of that, and it was absolute fucking garbage. Yeah. And I don't know if they could do it right, especially because it's a series, and they would have to jam it all into one movie. Yeah. If that could be done right, I would want to see.
Would you want it to be done as a trilogy, maybe?
It was intended to be a trilogy at first, but
yikes.
Yeah, or maybe like a lot because I feel like if it's a live action movie or a live action TV show, it would end up looking like those superhero movies or superhero TV shows on the CW.
Netflix. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking like the Flash.
Yeah.
And those I don't know. I think like that's something that like as much as I would love to see it, maybe it should just stay as it is.
Yeah, in its because it's art as it is, and it's not that old. It's relatively fresh in everybody's mind. I mean, my most beloved show from when I was a teenager to now is Adventure Time, and if they ever did a live action Adventure Time, I would want to shoot myself in the foot. That sounds horrible to me.
You know what I'm surprised they never made? Not as like a series of movies, but like maybe like a Magic Treehouse movie. That would be really cool.
Be really cool for kids.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean, but they've apparently, like, in a similar vein. What was the movie that came out this year with Oprah?
A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah, and that was bad, I think. Was it bad?
The visuals looked really cool. I never saw it, but in the trailer, the only thing that I appreciated were the cool visuals, because the book has a lot of those. I never particularly enjoyed the book, maybe because I was in 7th grade and I was forced to read it.
Yeah.
But
I'm surprised no one's made To Kill a Mockingbird again as a film.
When was it first made? In the 50s?
In the 50s.
60s?
It was black and white.
Yeah.
You would think that by now someone would attempt a reboot. Not a reboot, but a remake.
Is this... I guess the story is absolutely relevant.
Yeah.
But could it be done...
outside
of like something that would premiere at Cannes and then make like, $2 million and not go anywhere?
Could it be done?
Could it be not as a blockbuster, but as like a mildly successful Oscar bait movie?
I think it could.
Yeah.
I think if you get, or maybe do like a mini series, like a 4 or 6.
If you did it on television.
Yeah. Get like a big name actor to play Atticus.
Holden Caulfield. Atticus Finch.
Tom Hanks is probably too old to play Atticus Finch, but like someone big, strong, and stern that's a good actor. Yeah. Adrian Brody.
Yeah. How did you feel about the 2013 Great Gatsby movie with Leo and Tobey Maguire?
Damn. So I saw it on a plane. Fairly recently.
So all the gore was cut out for you then.
There's gore?
When you were on a plane, you wouldn't know.
What? Anyway, I mean, I don't know. As cool as the visuals are, it just didn't feel real to me. It felt too 21st century, honestly. Like I don't think it captured. I think it went too far to try and capture the Roaring '20s feel.
Did you watch it before or after you read the book, or have you not read the book?
I've read the book.
Okay.
What do you think?
Before or after?
Before. No, after.
You read the book after you saw the movie?
No, I read the book before.
You read the book before you saw the movie?
Correct.
Is that what you're saying to me?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I love the Jay-Z soundtrack. I loved the visuals. I thought it was a perfect adaptation of the book. As good as you could have gotten. I loved Leo's performance. I loved whoever plays Daisy. Tobey Maguire was a great narrator. That was a weird surprise to see at the beginning of the movie. Was Tobey Maguire. I think his performance was excellent. The colors, the feel. I thought that they captured it perfectly. I thought it was really, really brilliant. I saw it twice in theaters.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think it would be a good...
And once in Lit with Mr. Pasco. AP Lit.
Oh, thanks.
With Mr. Pasco. Shouts out to Mr. Pasco.
I don't know, like, will it... I can't remember why I didn't like it that much. I don't know if it was the acting. I don't know if I didn't like Daisy.
Did you not like the accent? Because I could see why that could be off-putting.
Whose accent?
Old Sport.
Yeah.
Leo's.
I didn't like Leo really that much. It just seemed really fake. And like I should have got someone. I don't know. I mean, how old is he supposed to be? Leo almost seemed too old. Like, because Leo was already like 40-some by that time.
Yeah, but I think it's okay because everybody seemed old in the 20s, as I said before.
Yeah.
I think it's. The romantic story was very well done. I think it's one of my favorite romance stories in literature, and I thought it was executed perfectly. I couldn't have asked for a better movie. I saw it before I read the book, so I guess I'm a little biased, and then I read the book about a month later, and then I saw the movie a second time.
Do you know who would be a really good Atticus Finch? Hugh Laurie.
Yes.
He would be really good.
Have you...
No, I haven't watched it. Stop talking.
Okay. It's really funny. You should watch it. Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie had a sketch show on the BBC in the 1980s called A Bit of Fry and Laurie, and I think it's one of the most brilliant things in comedy I've ever seen in my life. You guys should check it out. All the episodes are on YouTube, and most of the sketches are individually. Back to my question about what I would want to see adapted for the film. I would love to see an Epic of Gilgamesh done as a good.
Has it been done?
No, not in recent memory. If you want to check it out,
I don't think that religious epics are going to get made.
It's not. I don't think it's a religious epic. Maybe it's a religious epic in the same vein that Beowulf is. Yeah. It's the oldest story that we have recorded. I fear that it could run into the problems that like a lot of these epic tales, like the beginning with Beowulf and 300 was a good movie, but like the 300s and the new Noah movie and that weird Robin Hood movie that they did, they've suffered immensely. So I don't know if I would want that kind of movie right now, but it would be cool to see the tale as old as time be brought to the silver screen.
Beauty and the Beast. What about maybe have they made a good Dante's Inferno?
No,
I mean there's been like Clerks, which is there's been interpretations, but there hasn't been like a strict...
Well, it's like would you rather have an Odyssey done well, or would you rather have a the
Coen Brothers film?
Yeah,
what is it? Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Yeah. Probably Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah.
So do you want?
So now my
do you want a modernized?
Do I want a modernized Gilgamesh, or do I want the original tale? It would be interesting to see how someone could do that. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess I wouldn't want a Hamlet movie, but I love The Lion King.
Yeah.
But no one's taken that on, in that vein. You know what would be a damn good movie is a Revelations movie.
Oh.
Like from the Bible.
That's what the movie 2012 was about, dude.
No, it was about the year 2012. It was about the Mayans. That wasn't about.
It was about
Lord.
Obama's re-election. Yeah. There's so much Bible, and there's only been Bible movies about like 3 specific stories. There's been like the flood. There's been Moses, and then there's been Jesus.
What's your favorite Bible adaptation? I'm going to say before you, so you have time to think, the 2 DreamWorks adaptations of Joseph, King of Dreams, and Prince of Egypt.
I remember really liking Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
I saw The Passion of the Christ. What about...
Did you watch that? I'm not going to get into that too much. But did you watch it for the first time at Ignatius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Hamlet 2? Does that count?
We should do a rewind for no particular reason other than to watch Hamlet 2, because I should have brought this up earlier. This was, and Peyton can attest to this, my favorite comedy in my in my growing up years. In my formative years. As a 12, 13-year-old, me and Peyton would quote this thing relentlessly.
Where are the cats? Okay.
They're right here.
Right on cue.
They didn't leave under the door.
I don't know. I couldn't see them.
I think we should do an episode on Hamlet 2. You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
We should watch it this week.
Okay.
Like, between this and Solo.
Okay.
Do that. Yeah. That's all I have to say. That's all I got to say about that.
What other biblical adaptations are there?
VeggieTales?
What about do like the old Christmas ones count? Like what about the Little Drummer Boy?
He wasn't in the Bible. Have you seen the original Ben-Hur?
No, I haven't seen the who saw the
new
one
either. Oh God, they did make a new one, didn't they?
That literally no one saw.
Yikes, that's unfortunate.
Have you seen the Willem Dafoe Jesus movie, The Last Temptation of Christ?
No, but that was that
it's
won
really
the Academy Award.
I think so.
I know it was very popular and controversial in its time. Have you seen it?
No.
No, me neither. Why are we talking about it?
I don't know. What else haven't we seen?
This is a segment we like to call What Else Haven't We Seen? Talking out of our asses with Liam and Antonio.
Best
Bible stories. Did you see the Noah movie? I brought it up earlier.
No.
Yeah, with
Russell Crowe?
Russell Crowe as Noah.
No.
No, me neither. It just didn't look appealing.
No.
It's
My favorite biblical, Bruce Almighty.
What about Evan Almighty?
It was alright.
Did you like the sequel?
I liked Evan
I liked
Almighty.
it too. I think it was very
I like
funny.
Steve Carell enough where I'll watch him in most things.
There was the scene in the original Bruce Almighty movie where Steve Carell, where Bruce is... me and my family would rewind that over and over and over, and we would die laughing hysterically. It's the most I can ever remember laughing at a movie as a child.
Yeah.
So damn funny.
But also, Bruce says that he can't affect free will. So how is he getting Evan to say that? Because when he's reading like and my nipples went down to the store, like he's reading that, but like
and my tiny nipples went to France.
Oh yeah, that's
my tiny nipples, Keegan and Mike, will be going to France next week.
Bring it all back.
Is that affecting free will, or is that just affecting what?
I think so. It's like a choice you're making.
I guess. Huh. All right, you just found a great plot hole.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In that movie.
Yeah.
I think Jim Carrey has the most underrated comedies of any comedian.
Elaborate.
Like, have you like Yes Man? I think Yes Man is a legitimately great film. I
really like
funny.
Yes Man.
And like when those 90s stars like Spade and Adam Sandler and they start making their mid-2000s movies,
They're money grabs.
They're way worse
Yeah.
than the bad Jim Carrey funny comedy movies
Of the 2000s.
Yes.
Like, what else was there? Mr. Popper's Penguins?
Yeah. Was that good?
I never saw that one.
I mean, Bruce Almighty was like in the 2000s, I think.
Yeah.
And that's a legitimately hilarious movie. What else? Let's see. I mean, I guess he kind of did Eternal Sunshine. Lemony Snicket. Love Lemony Snicket.
Do love that.
Horton
movie.
Hears a Who.
What was he,
He was the elephant.
Horton?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Grinch. Do you like the live action Grinch?
Yeah. It's gross and disturbing, and it's really good. Yeah. They're making a animated one next year?
Yeah, with Benedict Cumberbatch
as the Grinch.
British Grinch.
I think
That's
he's
ballsy.
going to use
What's the point of having Cumberbatch if you're going to do an American accent though?
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, but I guess you're right.
Yeah.
If they're gonna use just his voice,
He's got a good voice.
but they want him as a person. I think.
But they want his American accent. Doesn't that suck when there aren't enough good Americans out there? These British folk are coming across the Atlantic Ocean and stealing our voiceover roles.
Literally every American hero is portrayed by someone from a different country.
Batman.
Batman was Welsh. Superman is British.
Superintendent Gordon.
Super
Nintendo Chalmers.
No.
Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon.
Alfred.
Yeah. What if Alfred was American? What's his name? Lincoln. Lincoln was played by Daniel the Widow Day-Lewis. Every American hero. Now the Grinch? Really?
Yeah.
America.
Come on, America.
Stop
He's all we have left.
Noah? The American hero Noah? Jesus?
The greatest American. I don't think that point has much merit. I think it's just a few superheroes who were played by Brits. But
what other American heroes?
Dr. House is an American hero.
He is. Yeah.
But Hugh Laurie's American voice is like butter. Really good.
It's kind of like what Cumberbatch does.
Yeah, and he's good at it.
Yeah.
But you never see, there's a double standard. That's not the right phrase for this context. But you don't see the opposite happening.
You do, but it's bad.
But
like
you don't
Dick
hear
Van Dyke and Mary Poppins.
I don't know. It's never legitimate. It's never good.
Yeah.
I don't know if to their ears it's good. It's probably not, because the Brits probably work much harder because we're more important. We want to be.
We are.
We deserve to be imitated. They don't. They're a tiny little island that lost 2 wars against us. And why? Why the hell are we watching this royal wedding? Okay, nation, listeners. I don't know.
What were you about to do?
I was gonna do an Alex Jones or whoever.
I thought you were trying to do Obama.
No. Well, no.
That's what you just did.
Well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
What do you think about Emma Watson's
career?
Accents?
In
Perks, have you seen Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
No, I haven't seen Perks of Being a Wallflower. I've seen her do an American accent and other things.
Tom Holland is really good as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He sounds really
I didn't
legit.
know he was British.
Yeah, he's
Wow. With a name like Tom Holland,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be good.
I guess.
Thought he would be Dutch. Is he cousins to
Keegan?
Holland?
Yes.
Yeah.
Martin Freeman in Black Panther did an American accent, and that kind of threw me off.
I thought it was good.
It was good, but
It
it
was
threw me
good.
off because I've never seen him do an American accent before.
Yeah. Martin Freeman in Black Panther is the character that... Wait, no. Martin Freeman was who in Black Panther? He was the good guy.
He was an age. He was like the age.
Who was the bad white guy in Black Panther?
Oh, Ulysses Claw, played by Andy Serkis.
Yeah. Andy Serkis's character in Black Panther is what Benicio del Toro's character in The Last Jedi should have been.
Okay, hold on. Well, because Andy Serkis was busy getting cut in half.
But that kind of character would have been so much better than the stuttering idiot.
Wow.
Who I hate that trope so much. Now, I know we said we weren't going to talk about Star Wars.
I know.
But I absolutely hate the trope of our heroes get locked into a prison cell, and who do they meet? Not 30 seconds later, but a stumbling weirdo who's going to break them out of prison 30 seconds after that.
Give me 2 more examples.
In Westworld,
Right.
there was one of those
Spoiler alert.
in the first season. And it's a thing. You know it's a trope.
I know it's a thing.
It's a trope.
As someone who points out tropes more than the most.
More than the most person.
More than the
You
most.
absolutely do.
Let's keep talking.
Yeah, feed me. Feed me some questions. Feed me some of that sweet, sweet dessert.
Let's see. Are there what movies do people hate that you love?
That people hate, but I love?
Yeah. I love Justice League. I really liked that film.
I never saw that one.
I'm
'cause
assuming you
I don't
didn't.
care to. No.
I do.
No.
That's more of just me liking DC characters to Marvel characters. I think it's really a testament to how good, like, how Marvel is doing it so much better. Because those DC characters were way more popular. Like, when we were younger,
in their time.
you knew way, like, besides
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I knew who Superman and Batman were, but I think it's a testament to how good Marvel is.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I wasn't necessarily listening.
Okay, cool. Just finish your wine. Jeez, you're fucking drunk.
I'm not. Don't call me names.
I didn't.
On the podcast. Save that for home. Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, I mean, the Hulk. The Hulk. What do you think? Do you think the Hulk was the most famous out of the current Avengers before 2008?
Yes, because he had a movie before.
But also like the show. There was a show.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man, I guess, was more famous.
Yeah, but he wasn't in that he wasn't in that first lineup.
But I'm talking about like
Yes.
pre-2008 or like pre-Marvel Cinematic.
Pre-Marvel
Universe.
Cinematic Universe. I think the Hulk was probably and
forget about just the movie. Like if we're gonna go like from the 90s and earlier, like everyone knew who Spider-Man was because of the cartoons.
He's like the best-selling superhero by far. Like just by like.
Do you think more than Superman?
No, I'll look it up.
Of Marvel?
No, of everyone.
Oh really? Spider-Man?
Just like because he include not only like comics, but just like merchandise and stuff. Just because he's like a kid, you know what I mean?
And kids want to be like the kid.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you think Superman would be number 2, or do you think Batman?
I think Batman. I would think Batman's 2.
Yeah.
And then.
Were you ever a superhero Halloween? As a kid?
I was Power Rangers one time.
Yeah.
Let's see. They only ever had the Red Power Ranger, which was fine, but I didn't want to be him. I wanted to be the other ones.
I remember being Superman when I was 5, and my mom tried to put eyeliner on me.
Why?
Because I had Christopher Reeve. I don't know.
Because he was paralyzed.
No, didn't Superman used to have eyeliner? Anyway, it
Is there a photo?
It
of this?
threw me off of makeup for the rest of my life.
Good, I guess. That's a blatant lie, because I know I've seen you wear makeup before.
I always like to find an excuse to wear makeup. I was Superman for a couple years, I think, when I was like 5 and 6, and that was it. I still.
I was more into like just true monsters when I was a werewolf like 3 times. I loved werewolves.
Really?
Because when I was little, I used to watch like the old remember did you go with me to see the Wolfman?
No.
I used to watch like the old like 30s and 40s black and white like monster movies.
Yeah.
And it was like my favorite was Abbott and Costello and Frankenstein, and like the Wolfman's in that. Mm-hmm. And I used to watch that at my old babysitter's house, so I always liked those more.
Like the old like Ghoulardi films.
No, more lighthearted than that.
Okay,
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm not, or maybe you're right.
Like just the old B monster movie, like the triple creature feature stuff. That
but like the big ones of that, like Abbott and Costello.
Oh, okay.
Like Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. You know, like that's a big thing.
I'm learning a lot about you from the fact that you used to watch Abbott and Costello as a kid.
No, only that. Only Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. I didn't watch the other ones.
Okay. Favorite movie crossover?
You know what? Lugosi was in it. I didn't know what you meant when you said Lugosi.
No, I said the Ghoulardi.
Oh.
The Ghoulardi was...
Sounds delicious.
The Ghoulardi was a little bit of Cleveland history for you, and I guess national history. Back in the 50s and 60s,
I'm so bored.
Local access and local network primetime stations would have movie nights every week. And they would be in the same way that every city has like a shock jock or had a shock jock in the 90s. Every city had a creepy movie host who would host scary movies and appear during commercial breaks to do sketches in the 50s and 60s. And the most famous of these was Cleveland's Ghoulardi. And if you want to look up a picture of the Ghoulardi, he was like dressed as like this creepy beatnik with weird facial hair and just very like an awkward creepy looking dude, and he would have this fake accent, and he would make all these when he was in Cleveland he was popular.
Oh, this was in the 60s.
In the 60s,
this was way before that.
Well, he was around since the 50s, I believe, but he was a comedian and movie host who would host these old B horror movies, and then he ended up being nationally syndicated and moving to LA, and he where he had a son, and that boy grew up to be Paul Thomas Anderson.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was his name was Eric Anderson, I believe, and Ernie Anderson. Yeah, and his boy was Paul Thomas Anderson.
That's crazy.
But it was a popular thing all over the country. Local TV stations had their own version of this.
In an episode of the Drew Carey Show, Drew Carey's wearing a Ghoulardi t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. The Black Keys album, the most recent one, Turn Blue, was one of the Ghoul's famous sayings. He would just he would just say these weird, dumb things like, "Turn blue, baby!" These like old beatnik post-hippie or pre-hippie sayings, and huge in Cleveland history.
Huh.
Yeah. And important in movie history too, I guess.
And how did we get to this again?
We got to this. Let's play that game. Because we were talking about Abbott and Costello and Frankenstein.
We were talking about Halloween.
Yeah.
I think I have gone. I went as Batman for Halloween, but that was freshman year of college.
Nah, that counts. You were a kid.
I had a mask. That was it, though.
Is it this mask?
It is that mask.
I have the mask.
Do you remember? I printed out a driver's license that said
I do.
that was Bruce Wayne, but then I lost it. I was gonna try and use it.
Wait, do I remember that?
Yeah, that was when you dressed up as a woman for Halloween.
Don't tell everybody.
Sorry. But I only wore the Batman mask the first night because it was like a weekend thing, and then on Saturday I would dress up as Mike Tyson.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember Joe Lakovich drawing a Mike Tyson on your face.
Yeah.
Not a Mike Tyson, a Mike Tyson
and then
tattoo.
taped up my wrist.
Joe did my makeup the next year when I was Bowie.
Yeah.
And he did it phenomenal.
I'm pretty sure Vincent drew it on my face, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, why'd you let him?
I don't know. He was near my face.
Shout out to Vincent. Shout out to Joe Lakovich.
No.
Okay.
Rescinded. Shout out rescinded.
Shouts out rescinded. I would like to talk about our favorite and least favorite horror movies, but our resident buff is gone.
That
would
we still
be
talk
painful.
about it.
Yeah, but I don't really care too much, and he does.
I don't even know what's my favorite horror movie.
Yeah, that's
Does Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein count? I would probably say Get Out. I mean, if you put that in the horror more than the thriller genre, I would probably say that.
Do you know anything about Jordan Peele's latest project?
It looks crazy good from what I can recall. but it looks just like a poster.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
yeah.
I'm at the point where there's nothing he's done that I haven't liked. I wish I would have seen. I got to see Keanu. I bet it's still funny because I love Key and Peele. He has a TV show too.
Coming out?
Yeah.
I saw that it's going to
Nazi
be on...
Hunter drama.
Yeah. That looks exciting.
He was in Fargo too. That first series of Fargo.
Really? First season. This is America.
Whatever. It's different though. I think it's different because they're like.
Because they're miniseries. Because they're shorter.
Yeah, because they're like different
If
characters.
it's under 8 episodes, do you call it first series?
I guess. No, I don't know. It's called Us, by the way. His new movie.
Just Us?
Yeah, it's called Us.
Oh.
And who's in it again? Is it like?
I heard that
Emily...
Lupita Nyong'o
Yes,
was
yes.
just confirmed today as part of the drama.
Yes. Who else? Winston Duke and Elizabeth Moss are also in it. Elizabeth Moss is really good. She's in The West Wing, and I think she's currently on The Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, which I've never seen but gets critical acclaim. She's in Mad Men. And then it's also Winston Duke. Do you remember Winston Duke, the huge black dude, M'Baku from Black Panther?
Yeah,
he's really good.
from the Iceland.
Yes,
Land
from
of
Iceland.
Ice.
Which wasn't
So
very
Thor?
icy.
I enjoyed that.
He's
character.
He's Trinidadian.
Trinidad.
Have you heard what's his name? The Black Panther talk in his just regular voice.
What do you mean?
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman.
It's really.
I saw him on SNL.
It's really off-putting.
Yeah.
Just talking in American accents.
Yeah.
Because he does the African accent so well.
He does it very well. Everyone in that movie does it very well, except for Forrest Whitaker.
Are there actors? Yeah, he does do a bad job.
Guys.
Are there actors in Hollywood that have legit African accents?
Hey, Lupita.
Okay.
I
wonder. It'd be interesting to see like what accent they went for, because like we don't hear enough African to hear the distinctions.
To hear the distinctions.
But I wonder
right.
if like we ask someone from Africa, like what does this sound like? What are they drawing?
I'm
on?
sure that they used an accent coach who guided them in a specific area. Well, like
Ghana is supposed to be a specific place.
Yes,
There
and
is a location.
it's around. I believe it's in the east of Africa.
Yeah,
Sub-Saharan Africa, and
but
it's
I don't think
around
it doesn't
Kenya.
like border an ocean or anything.
No, it's landlocked, but I
Yeah.
believe it's next to Kenya, so they may have used like a Kenyan accent.
I think so.
Yeah. What do you think about Disney's move to have all of these new live action films?
Like, how
Do you
is
think
how
that
is
the
the Lion
movies that-
King even gonna be live action? There's no humans in it. It'll just be
it's
photorealistic lions.
It's a new kind of entertainment that Disney is at the forefront of, and so far the only production company doing. Did you see the Jungle Book?
I really like the Jungle
So
Book.
do you think that there's an opportunity there for that being, regardless of whether or not it's an adaptation of something previous? Do you think maybe it starts that way and then
We can have
just brand new IPs,
Maybe.
Which is movie talk for intellectual property
Thank you.
for all of you out there.
For anyone still listening at the 2-hour mark.
What do you think? Do you think
I don't
that's something
know.
legitimate?
But like, the Jungle Book made sense because that was a movie from like the 50s or the 60s.
Yeah.
That was like fucking 50 minutes long. The Lion King was like 20 years ago. It's an epic movie that's amazing on its own. That's not the one that I think you adapt. But
It's still an adaptation itself.
But for what you're saying, I think now I do agree though that this could open the door for like something really cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know what.
In
Is it gonna be animals?
it
Is
would
gonna be
have
some-
to be animals, right?
I don't know. I mean,
Because
or will it go more fantasy? Get like a Black Cauldron remake or something. That would be cool. Or like the Sword and the Stone.
Yeah.
Something that wasn't a classic. There's no need.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast.
Well, I mean, Disney's still taking old things and making them new. Like Frozen was adapted from an old Russian story.
Yeah, like the ice.
Was Moana a traditional
I don't
story at
know.
all?
It's probably influenced by.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
Some sort of tales, maybe.
Mhm.
I think it could be interesting. They're also doing Aladdin and Mulan, which will have live human actors.
Yeah.
And I guess they're going to be entirely live action.
I wonder
Did
if
you hear about the budget for the Mulan film?
Probably like $100 million.
It's like, no, the $100 million is peanuts now. It's
Really?
it's
Alright,
I
sorry,
believe it's
shut
about
up.
$300 million.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably gonna make Beauty and the Beast killed. That was like last year.
It was 2016.
It was the second most. It was the second high most.
Did it cross the billion?
Hold on.
I never saw it and completely forgot about it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't care enough.
Yeah.
At all.
It's not one of my favorite Disney films. I remember I liked it as a kid and I saw the play, but I wasn't.
I think Beauty and the Beast might have been 2017.
Really?
What am I looking at?
But it did ridiculously well, you're saying?
Yes, because the Jungle Book was 2016.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so they're kind of doing one per year now?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't think Gambino is right to play Simba.
I think he's going to be perfect.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast was second behind Last Jedi, and it was close. Beauty and the Beast made almost $1.3 billion.
Wow.
Despicable Me 3 made $1 billion.
I never saw it. I saw the trailer. It looked hilarious. I'd like to see it sometime. Do you think Aladdin is going to be the same without Robin Williams?
No, I don't know who you get.
You can't.
If they were to get anyone, it'd probably be like Jordan Peele. I feel like you get someone like who do you get?
I think you have to go a different direction. You can't go
I think
the goofy kind of genie. At least in
they
the
will,
vein
but they're
of
gonna do
Robin
it.
Williams.
I know. Even if they shouldn't, they will.
Yeah.
I think Jordan
They
Peele
won't take the risk.
But who else? Like who's?
Have they casted someone already?
No, I don't
Really?
think so. I don't even know if they casted.
Are they even gonna have the genie?
They would have to.
Do you think
That's the
Mulan's
whole-
gonna have Mushu?
I don't know. Just get. I mean, if you're gonna have Mushu, just get Eddie Murphy again.
Yeah. No, you should.
Yeah.
I'm sure they should. They should.
Oh, guess who's the genie?
I don't know.
It won't be. It'll be more charismatic.
Is it a
than
comic? Gilbert Gottfried? I don't know.
No.
Is it a comic?
Kind of. He's a comedian, more of a comedic actor. At one point, was probably the biggest star on the planet.
At what point? What year?
Probably like late '90s, early 2000s.
Carrie? Sandler?
No.
Um,
Again, more of a comedic actor than like.
more of a
Probably
comedic-
never did stand up.
Oh man. Jeff Foxworthy.
No.
Final answer.
Will Smith.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It'll be more charismatic than like
Yeah.
million jokes a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel about Will Smith.
He's all right.
It's
I wonder how they'll make him look.
The genie.
Yeah.
Probably not blue.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder what genies are supposed to look like. Like it'll probably be more because there's no. I feel like that was just more of a cartoony interpretation.
Mhm.
So I feel like in this now they'll make it more like what the art looked like in. How long ago is Aladdin supposed to take place? Is it like the 600s?
The 1001 Arabian Nights Tales take place in, I believe, well, they do take place in the first millennium in the early Arab world. So I want to say 700-800 AD, around that time. That's when the Aladdin story originally takes place, and the original Aladdin story. And most of those tales take place in China.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you're reading right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at this right now.
Yeah. Really interesting. I wish that they would do some more of those kinds of tales. Like a good live-action Sinbad movie.
Yeah, he's so funny.
Yeah, where's Sinbad then? The comedian. No, the pirate. Would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Will Smith's a good choice. I think he's at a similar place that Robin Williams was at that point.
At that point.
A comedic, funny actor who like had taken on serious roles, gained acclaim, and now just kind of using his character like that he's built up over to really carry that.
Yeah. But has Will Smith really built up a character over the years?
Not a character, but like some bravado. You know, he's got charisma, he's got stank.
Yeah, the Scientology thing really bugs me. I can't get over that. I don't want to bring that up 2 podcasts in a row, but I don't like that. I am excited to see it. I'm excited to see what Disney does for it. I wish we could get some more.
I think that like part of what made Beauty and the Beast, like, I don't know if that movie doesn't have Emma Watson. Do you think it makes Like, if someone else plays Belle, if it's just a random person. Because the people that are going to be in Aladdin and probably Mulan are probably random-ass people.
Yeah. I think you needed that live action with the stars first in order to make people more open to the live action with nobodies second. And hopefully those nobodies do very well. I would rather have I guess I just enjoy seeing nobodies more than I do seeing established actors, just in general. I prefer seeing the underdog do very well than I do seeing the person who's in everything do just fine. Just, just show up.
Is that why you didn't see The Post?
Yeah, I don't care. It's a journalism movie about...
Journalists.
It didn't... I didn't want to, because I don't care.
Okay.
Because I just don't care. It doesn't interest me at all. Did you like it?
I didn't see it.
You're looking at me
didn't
like
see
there's
it.
something wrong with my face.
No.
Am I okay? What's wrong with my face?
My vision fucked up. Are you drooling again?
Simon and Garfunkel have been staring me down this entire time.
Whenever I'm doing homework, I'm doing it. Jesus.
Especially Simon. But then especially, like, Simon in a...
Angry
Are
way.
you okay? Are you feeling okay way?
Yeah.
And then Garfunkel in a kind of
like,
bedroomized, kind of uncomfortable way.
What's the height difference between those two?
I believe that Garfunkel is a giant, and I'm aware that Simon is a small
I
fella.
wonder what Simon's... Either you think Simon's standing on something or Garfunkel's crouching?
I think...
Or is it perspective?
maybe I don't know. What is this? The Bookends record?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vote now or forever hold your peace. We're gonna have to set up a couple polls. Are you wearing a face mask right now?
Yeah.
Liam's doing a blackhead mask of duct tape.
Putting it on my
Dolan
nose.
brand duct tape.
Don't you? Hey,
Down.
we're not sponsored by
We're not sponsored by anyone.
It's the Movie ReBrew podcast.
Come inside, it's fun inside.
What else?
Do we have anything else?
I feel like we have. I just kind of want to keep talking.
I do want to keep talking. I want to have a good time. If you've stuck around this long, God bless you, soldier.
There's a lot of great movies recently. I've just had people that were somewhat nobodies. That's a lot of the appeal of the Star Wars movies. I know that they've got old ringers in them, but like the fact that Finn and Rey were just kind of nobodies.
If they were somebodies, it would have detracted so much.
Like if you put what if Emma Watson plays Rey? It's so different. It feels so different.
It would have felt wrong.
It's part of why Luke and like Mark Hamill is so identified with that character.
Yeah. Even, I mean, hey, say what you will about Hayden Christensen, but he was a nobody before StarArs. Yeah. He's a nobody now.
I was gonna say,
and he is to dust he shall return. Poor guy. He deserves better. It's not his
Are we
fault.
gonna see him? You think he's gonna be a 9? I bet JJ's gonna do it.
I would love that, honestly. Not even as fan service. There's fan service that I want that doesn't feel like fan service, which would be like putting him as a Force Ghost, and then there's fan service that just feels shoveled. Like when Han Solo appears for the first time in Force Awakens, and he says whatever line he says, Chewie, we're home, pause for applause. It's so awkward watching it outside of the theater because you know that JJ just put in a pause so that people could applaud in the theater. It's
Who would have
weird.
applauded though? It was in the trailer. Did people applaud?
Yeah,
when
they
you saw
did.
it?
Yeah, because I went on opening night with a bunch of fellow nerds. So yeah, everyone applauded. What do you think about applauding in movies?
It makes me want to fucking kill myself.
I know.
My! The Avengers one was so bad. I probably talked about it on the Avengers podcast. Oh my god! And like, oh my god, I can't. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. And like,
how often were they doing it? Every time a character.
Like there were new characters, or like in a grand entrance.
Yeah.
Like Thor had been in the movie the whole time, and then he makes this cool entrance.
Can you blame the director somewhat for those kinds of things? Do you think that they're like now they're doing it on purpose?
I don't think like That's never my reaction when I see something cool like that. Yeah. Like, when Thor enters the Battle of Wakanda, it's awesome. It's really epic. Yeah. But I'm not just like, yes! Yeah. I'm just like, I'm floored. I'm like, yeah. Like, it's like clapping while you're on a roller coaster. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're more like, let's experience this. Fuck yeah. It's not like you're like on the top of the fucking Millennium Force and you're like, yeah, we are riding this roller coaster currently.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Or, I mean, I like your point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
And just shut the fuck up, everyone. When I saw Ready Player One, oh my god. Literally the worst fucking movie experience.
Every reference.
Like, there was a reference to fucking Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Do you think
yes!
People have to laugh to show that they get the thing?
Yes, they were laughing at references. I'm like, that is not a joke. I
think we've both been guilty of that when we're watching like a show or a movie together. I've noticed you. I mean, I think you've done it before in front of me, and I've done it in front of you. But it's just like when we're like,
if it's like a clever reference, I guess I would laugh.
But
if it's also a joke,
yeah. But you have to laugh louder to show everyone around you that you get the thing.
Like the guy was like, should I dress like this? And he put on like the Thriller outfit and went like this. And people were like, haha. It's like, that's just him. Like, how is that a joke? And like, everyone's like, I get it. It's like, yeah, that was the most popular album of all time.
Yeah, because people don't know the difference between references and jokes anymore.
That's what the internet is. Just jokes.
It's a blur.
Or like bad Twitter is just like people are like, oh man, Ohio State, go Bucks. And then it's like, that's so funny. That totally applies to us.
Mm-hmm. Do you think comedy is going to...
That's pure comedy. That's what I say.
Do you think that kind of comedy is going to be completely... it won't hold up in 20 years? Because...
I think so.
It's all references now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you, like the fucking, like the Black Sheep OSU. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
It's the least funny thing in the entire fucking world.
But it gets retweets. There's a niche for it. Or is there a niche for it? You tell me.
The OSU drunk food bracket. Like what? Who the fuck cares? Do people think it's funny? That it's cool?
No, it's just a thing because I don't know. There aren't as many forums for people to discuss things that are important to them anymore. So they just, like, if anyone's even mentioning a thing that they're somewhat aware of, they're going to be in love with that thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Liam's scrolling right now. I'm
on the Black Sheep OSU. It's like how I thought this year at OSU would go, and it's like 4.0. It's like, here's how it really went. I got an F.
That's just bad comedy, man.
It's just not. So 7 alternative places to study when Thompson Library is full, and then it just names and then it's like the Oval Tunnels, Big Bar, a communal bathroom, a frat house, a coda bus. It's just like insert the place. I told you this girl that Evan met said that she literally writes articles like these for other schools.
And just Googles things like
what's the most popular bar on campus? Yeah, what do you have? The big space. What do you call it?
Let's insert Condado for Columbus and then Barrio for Cleveland in the same vein. Yeah, it's like I said, nothing special anymore.
This says a frat house. This says a communal bathroom. A construction site. Every school has construction right now.
A construction site is one of the 7.
It's like a construction site of 2s.
It's so bad.
God.
What's funny? What's funny right now in movies? What was the funniest thing? What made you just die laughing in movies recently? You look like you can't think of one, because I can't either.
In The Last Jedi, when Rey is reaching her hand out and Luke tickles her hand.
Yeah, I like that. But I mean, like, what's your comedy? What's your favorite like comedy movie in the past 5 years? What
5 years?
Or no, yeah, let's go with 5 years.
I don't know.
Can you memorable, rewatchable, laugh out loud, funny?
Let me think.
Have movies lost that and it's just strictly television now? Because I can think of a lot of TV shows that have made me.
If you search
cry
best funniest comedies of the 21st century, they're all mid-2000s stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which were really good ones.
Yeah.
They're like legitimately really funny movies.
Has good comedy transition to television.
I think so.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see. Jesus. And like all the really good like there's some really good Seth Rogen movies. I think that him and his team made really good stuff in the late 2000s.
Him
and like Jonah Hill,
the Judd Apatow crew.
Yeah, the Judd Apatow crew.
Yeah.
But like that's kind of slowed down too.
Yeah.
Completely. Like, well, I don't even know what they do now.
They did that special. Did you see that special on Netflix of Seth Rogen's Hilarity for Charity?
Yeah.
I hated it.
Really?
I hated it. It was just this dumb Hollywood LA circle jerk that if you're not well versed in LA goings on and locations and places and references, or if you're not from LA, it doesn't do anything to you.
Yeah.
I get the same thing with New York sometimes, like when I'm watching SNL.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes. But it's just bad. But a show like BoJack can do it and make it very funny.
Yeah.
And open it up to the listener instead of being this enclave that LA does to itself. It's gross. I hate it.
The Disaster Artist was really funny though.
I am a sucker for movies about making movies.
Yeah.
Did you end up watching Brigsby Bear, the Kyle Mooney movie?
No, I didn't.
I think you would love that. It's a very solid B+ movie. It's his first feature film, and he obviously struggles through it. It's not a perfect movie by any sense, but it's really heartwarming, and like I said, I love that trope when it comes to movies about making movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hamlet 2 is a movie about making a play.
Yeah.
And it's goddamn hilarious. And you can catch that on the next episode of the Movie ReBrew podcast.
Oh, wow. We said it at the same
It's
time.
the Movie ReBrew podcast. Come inside, it's fun inside.
What do you think about, what's his name? What about Seth Rogen as Pumbaa? Excited for that?
Yes. And who's Timon? Billy Eichner, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. The cast in that movie is going to be perfect. Why did I get up?
I don't know. You were just excited.
I was excited about the cast. You couldn't have picked a better Zazu than John Oliver.
Yes. And Eric Andre is Azizi. That's fucking funny.
Yeah. Who are the other werewolves? Hyenas?
Keegan Michael Key.
Yeah.
And Florence Kasumba. She seems familiar.
I don't know who she is.
Oh, she's AO. She's AO in Black Panther.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
That's gonna be good.
I thought it was Aoki. That's probably someone else.
Steve Aoki.
I was gonna say that and you stopped me.
I was gonna say that.
Wait, who's AO? Okoye.
Yeah,
is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Could be her too.
Yeah. That's gonna be a great.
But
cast.
I think Donald Glover doesn't. I think he's gotta have a lower voice. Donald Glover's voice is too high for me to play Simba.
Well, he does a great falsetto when he sings, but I think he can do a sultry voice.
I
In
guess.
his speaking voice.
I don't know.
You think what's his?
I'm not saying Matthew Broderick's
Matthew
good.
Broderick had it.
I'm not saying Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick is the voice that I remember Simba for.
Yeah, but when you think of...
Then I think about how he killed those two women.
Shut up, we're not getting into this. But like, when you think about like James Earl Jones, it's just the juxtaposition between his incredible like deep baritone voice and then someone like Donald Glover who, like, he does have like a high voice. He has a fairly like high speaking voice, I think. And like, I don't think he has the powerful of enough. The singing will be great.
Yeah.
Who's John Connie?
John Connie plays who?
He is playing Rafiki.
Oh,
he plays the dad in Black Panther. He's
yeah,
T'Chaka.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
And then Alfre Woodard as Sarabi, who she has been nominated 18 times for an Emmy, so apparently she's good.
In what film? What movie or shows?
I don't know. She was in like 12 Years a Slave, Desperate
Can't get an
Housewives,
Emmy
The
for that.
Practice, Desperate House, Star Trek.
Huh. Half of those are movies.
Thank you.
So, you're welcome. Who's playing Scar?
I'm not gonna say it out loud because I don't know how to say it.
Okay, who was Scar in the original?
Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons.
This guy is also British, but he is black. He's okay. I'm gonna try and say it. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Okay, I've heard of this name before.
Yes, he's in
Probably
The
when I
Martian.
was
He's
looking
in Doctor. He's Mordo in Doctor Strange. I don't know if you've seen Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I do. I love Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that in that.
Really.
And he's also in 12 Years a Slave.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like, I don't know. Did he speak with an accent in 12 Years? Not in 12 Years
I haven't
a Slave.
seen 12 Years a
He's
Slave.
in Children
but
of Men too.
That was a great movie.
What?
That's one of Keegan and Mike's favorites, I think.
I think it fucking sucks.
Really?
No.
Let's get into that.
What else? What about Mary Poppins Returns?
Oh, I don't
What are your thoughts
care.
on
I don't care.
Are you
I
gonna
don't care
see
if
it?
she's coming back. No. No! I'm not gonna see Mary Poppins
Why
Returns.
not?
Because I don't care. It's not why I didn't grow up with that.
I remember. You didn't watch it?
No, I didn't watch Mary Poppins. I don't care when she comes back. I was a Nanny McPhee household.
Oh man, Nanny McPhee was great.
I like those a lot. I like
I don't
those.
remember the second one all that much.
It's not as good as the first one because sequels suck.
What about The Godfather 2? Which we also said sucked.
Well, Peyton's not here to defend himself, so I'm going to leave it at that.
Dick Van Dyke is still alive.
Yeah, he was in our. He was one of my celebrity death pool guys.
Really?
How
old is he?
I think he's 95.
92.
Okay. Yeah, I could have got some points for it, but I didn't because he didn't die.
His son Barry Van Dyke is 66. Apparently, he's also famous.
I've never heard of him, so he can't be that famous.
Right.
I have encyclopedic knowledge of every famous person. That's not true. I don't know anybody.
I wonder if Eric Andre is gonna talk, because
What?
the
Oh, he's
Yeah,
like
he
who's the kid from the Wild Thornberries?
Donnie
Donnie.
played by
Yeah,
Flea.
by Flea. Yeah.
Wow.
Who's your favorite Wild Thornberry?
I liked the chimp Darwin.
Oh yeah. Why could he talk?
What?
What was the story behind him?
He couldn't actually talk. It was that Eliza could talk to animals.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
why she
right. That was
could
your
talk to
great
Darwin.
secret.
Yeah.
That was the
But
sort of the conceit of the show.
if she told anybody, she would lose it.
Right, because a witch cursed her or
I
blessed her.
It was a medicine man. It
Yeah.
was a man.
Yeah. A medicine man.
I don't. Yeah.
A witch doctor?
And his medicine was more cowbell, and also that she could speak to animals.
Yeah. Boo.
Yes, a witch doctor. I couldn't think of that word.
Ooh, ooh,
Shing,
ting, wada wada bing bang.
Ooh, ee.
Ooh, ting, ting, wada wada bing bang.
Well, so what other Disney movies should they remake?
Oh, that's a good question.
I already said like Sword in the Stone.
You did, so I can't say that.
Yeah, if you say it, I'll
If
kill
I
you.
say that, you will kill me. That's what I've heard.
I'll kill you and the
Rumors about
cats.
that.
So there's no witnesses.
Oh, look how precious.
Are they all
No, there's just two of them because Joey has the third. Go look.
Did he actually take the cat?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
believe so. Otherwise,
they're
you're
so
missing a cat, ladies and gentlemen.
They're so tuckered out.
Cuties. We'll tweet a picture of the cats. So we're gonna have a lot of pictures attached. Okay, so the Disney movie that I want to see be made is
Remade,
a
not
live
made again.
action movie.
Yes.
How about, and I'm just talking straight from the center of my brain to your ears right now, and I'm stalling as I think
You
of
think
one.
I'm stalling?
How about
A Frozen one seems inevitable.
it's too
in like 15 years
how,
though.
that soon? Maybe in 15 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Not within these
No,
15
like in
years.
15 years.
Yeah. How about, I was going to say Peter Pan, but they've done that a few times. And
Do you
that's
remember the one from the early 2000s?
with Robin Williams?
No, that was Pan.
That was Pan. Yeah.
Oh, that was Hook. Wait,
Hook.
what was Pan?
Uh,
The most recent one?
Pan's Labyrinth.
No. Peter Pan from 2003 was dope as hell.
I
good.
think I might like just be mixing them all together in my head.
There's a lot. So, in the one from 2003, he was a kid. And it's not like about him as an adult.
Okay.
His name was Jeremy Sumpter. The guy that played him. I remember it being really good.
I don't remember it being anything at all.
It probably wasn't that good.
Yeah. It was 2003. So it would have been 7 or 6 when you would have seen it.
And then Pan, I think Pan was like really recent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's when they sang, what do you call it? They sang Smells Like Teen Spirit, the Pirates.
Yeah. I thought that was
That was really bad.
I think I thought that was okay, didn't I?
I didn't see that. I'm pretty sure it's bad.
What's your favorite anachronism in a movie? That's a tough question.
Can you be more specific?
Okay, Peter Pan obviously is supposed to take place in the early 20th or late 19th century, but they're singing Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Okay.
I
totally didn't just Google anachronism.
I know. I totally didn't watch your hands glide across the keyboard there. I love in A Knight's Tale where they begin the movie by singing "We Will Rock You," and like have you ever seen A Knight's Tale with the dead man Heath Ledger in it? Oh,
is he dead in the movie?
No, he's alive in the movie.
What?
And he plays a knight, and it's all about his tale. And Keegan's favorite guy, Keegan's favorite redhead boy actor, Domhnall Gleeson plays Jeffrey Chaucer in the movie, and he's like best friends with this guy. They like befriend him because he's a homeless guy walking around naked through a town. It's one of my favorite movies from when I grew up, and it still holds up.
I thought it was like a very serious film.
No. It's relatively funny, but it's a great story overall.
Huh.
I would recommend that highly. But they start the movie off by everyone's pounding on the stands watching these lance races, this jousting tournament. Everyone's singing "We Will Rock You." And it's really cool.
There's some good ones in like Hercules. Like he has like the Air Hercs that are like Air Jordans as his shoes.
I don't even remember that.
Oh, I don't remember very specific things. What are other ones? Can you give me more?
The entire movie, the entire series Shrek.
Yeah.
There's a great joke in like the newer Simpsons where Homer just goes, "Today I'm going to tell you a story about an ogre named Shrek 3. He lived in medieval times, but would sometimes say things from today times." That movie is filled, and so is I guess Aladdin with Robin Williams.
Yeah,
he likes to. Talk
but he's
about,
like,
but those are just references.
And he's the genie, so it makes sense that he kind of exists and would know things.
Is the genie supposed to be named Robin Williams in the movie? Is that
no,
what is
but
that
I'm
what
saying that like he
me?
would know. Like since he's magical, one else. Like
but
Aladdin's
not catching the references.
I get that, but Aladdin isn't the one making the references to Jack Nicholson.
We're overthinking this.
I think it's probably mostly animated movies
that do anachronistic humor. Yeah.
Would singing Beatles songs was that before the Beatles or after the Beatles? In when does Across the Universe take place? The early 70s?
No, I think it takes place. Well, doesn't it start with the Kent State shootings?
Does it start with that?
No. Does it have something to do with the Kent State shootings?
I don't think it's involved.
Okay.
You think
Never mind.
Evan Rachel Wood's boyfriend dies in Vietnam.
In Vietnam, it takes place in the 60s.
Yeah.
And it probably only takes place over the span of like a year or so.
I think it's long. No, I think it's like 4 years.
You think so?
Yeah.
How long are they living there?
Because he goes back home and like his girlfriend back home is like, "Hey, what the fuck?" Hold on.
I don't know how long I don't know if it's even necessarily implied, but I would no, because the movie takes place in the 60s over. It like saying that the movie takes place in 1965 and they're singing a song from Abbey Road doesn't really count for that.
How good is Let It Be in fucking Across the Universe when that little kid sings it?
Yeah, that's
And then
that's
the gospel one.
Oh god, it starts out so sad.
Yeah.
That movie, like that's one of the beginning
Shows
things.
on my arms again. Just thinking
JoJo,
about
when the origin of JoJo. I
Yeah,
wish
where's
JoJo
Brother-
got more songs in that movie.
it. Yeah, he's good.
His While My Guitar Gently Weeps is amazing. What is your favorite Beatles song?
Don't do this to me.
Come on.
Probably Don't Let Me Down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I
good
just
one.
I love the way Paul sounds in it, and then
Yeah.
John comes in harmonizing.
Yeah.
I've
That-
always wanted. I think that if I were ever to be a good singer, it would be me finding my Paul in that song. I would sound like that.
That's the voice that you would want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or if I worked my hardest, I could get to that. That's
Yeah.
that's my peak.
Yeah. It's a great song.
What's your favorite Beatles song? Help! Shut up.
I Need Somebody. Probably All My Loving from Help, I think. Or from... No,
There's a really good All My Loving that Jude sings too.
Yeah. I really like that version. What's your... We were texting about this when we were trying to figure... Originally, this podcast was going to be musicians in movies.
Mm-hmm.
And you talked about Beatles movies. Have you seen the Beatles
No,
movies?
I haven't seen the Beatles
Have
movies.
you seen Even Yellow Submarine?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that's a good one. It's weird because the Beatles don't voice themselves.
Really?
Yeah, that's not something that you want. You want to go into the film, I think, thinking that they do.
Do they sound like themselves?
Yeah, they do. They do, because like they have 4 very distinctive voices. And it's not. They only make a cameo as themselves at the end, and it's really shoehorned in. It's not great, but I love the movie. I love the animation style.
I know. I like the animation stuff.
You know, my favorite movie. I guess my favorite music movie is really The Wall, the Pink Floyd movie.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
That probably sucks.
It's a masterpiece.
Pink Floyd blows.
It's the best band, according to me.
Do you want to talk about best movies with musicians in them now?
We can.
Yeah. I think. Do we include Jared Leto?
Yeah. He's a musician before he was an actor.
Then I think. What the fuck? Oh my god. I can't even think of it. Mind, the heroin movie. I love the movie.
Trainspotting.
No, dumbass.
You like 2 heroin movies.
I do like 2 heroin movies.
Do you want to talk about it?
Requiem for a Dream with Jared Leto. I think it's his best performance. I think it's.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't seen Dallas Buyers Club, and apparently he's really good in that.
Oh, I didn't know he was in that
for it.
one. Really?
I think he did.
Jared Leto is an Oscar winner?
Jared Leto is definitely an Oscar.
Even an Oscar nominee? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and
Wow.
then, I mean, if you've seen, he's also in 2049. The
2049.
Blade
Wasn't
Runner-
that the
Blade
game
Runner
that was?
2049.
Oh,
Blade Runner 2049.
Isn't that the app game that was really popular in high school?
No.
It's
Oh,
2048.
that'd be funny. Blade Runner 2048. Just Harrison Ford like fuck.
Okay. All right.